What is going on, everybody? It is your humble YouTube live stream host, Tim, back with another live stream. Let me put my chat on live chat over here so I don't miss anything. How are y'all doing today? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your Monday. My day's been I've been like a day off. I don't know. Like I thought all day yesterday was Saturday, and this morning felt like Sunday. I just did not feel like getting out of bed. I was like, I'm just gonna, it's the weekend. I'm like, wait a second, I'm pretty sure it's Monday. Anyway, but as it is Monday, we're gonna talk, we're gonna stream, we're gonna spend some time together. We're gonna send some positive vibes, some positive energy back and forth with one another. How are y'all doing? Good to see y'all. Let me say some hellos real quick for the people who came in first. We got Samo, we got Easton, Monkey Finesse, Living Good, Diamante, Chris. We here doing a little early live. Yeah, yesterday I did, or Sunday, no, Saturday. Was it Saturday? Yeah, Saturday I did a later one. So I was like, I think I'll do an early one. We try to switch it up. We try to switch it up. Now, come the new year, I think I'm going to start scheduling my streams. So that should be fun. But we got a few more weeks until then. But still, like the title says, not too early to talk about 2025. I know this might be an unpopular opinion, but I do think 2025 could be one of our best years ever. I believe that. We're going to get into that. Uh, What's up, Avery? Yeah, I started the day off with a hot. Actually, I had two. There's a Keurig here, so I had 2 cups of coffee this morning. I might have another one soon. That's why I can't have a coffee machine in my room. I'll just drink too much coffee. But what up, Adrian? Greatest ever. Peter checking in from Bulgaria as well. Nice. Tobatanium. Hope I said that right. John. I love the Lord Jesus. Every day is a good day. Let's go. Um, Rice and beans. I'm still in Colorado. We're still in Colorado. Just a different location. We switch it up. We switch it up. A different part of town. I was downtown for about a month. So now I'm kind of in the burbs for a little bit. You got to get that different vibe. Got to get that different vibe. We got also got Carol checking in. Reginald thinks 2025 is gonna be a great year. Yes, yes, yes. Shervon, and Bjorn. Yes. It's funny to me that here recently, especially, I feel like there was a time when the new year rolled around, people got very optimistic, and it seems like these days people are way more pessimistic. And so that's why I was like, hey, early December 16th, we're gonna start talking about how amazing 2025 could be. I know for me personally, I remember the end of 2019, I was very optimistic. And then when 2020 didn't turn out quite the way we all wanted it to, every year since then, it has been a little harder for me to be like optimistic because I remember that. It's funny how like one situation in your life you always remember. I'm like, remember in 2019, you were super optimistic and 2020 happened, but that has no bearing on 2025. But I have noticed since then, it seems like, I don't know, people a lot more pessimistic when the new year rolls around. It's like the new year is supposed to be a time, I mean, nothing really changes, but mentally, it can almost be a time of rebirth and starting over. And, people do their resolutions. And I think you should just look ahead positively. But a lot of people the opposite. These days it's just like, yeah, I think it's going to be more of this, more of that. Some of the things that might have started in 2024, instead of thinking, hey, some of the things we're not happy about, instead of being like, hey, excuse me, this might go away in 2025, we just kind of extrapolate and think it's going to get worse. I don't know why we do this. So that's why I always want to weigh in, um, with the positivity and just be like, hey, it's a new year, starting over, new stuff happening. Won't be like 2024. Will there be some holdovers? Yes. But will there be some brand new stuff? Yes. Will there be things that happen positively to impact each and every one of us that we have no clue about now? Yes. That's what I love about a new year is I know there's going to be things that happen to the world and to me personally in 2025 that I have no clue about. And I know a good portion of them will be positive. Will there be some bad stuff? Sure. There's bad stuff every year. But like 2024 had its bad stuff and it was all right. It was a good year. So will 2025. And for some people, 2025 will be like their best year ever if people measure things like that. For some people, they will look back 10 years from now and be like 2025 was that year. 2025 was my best year ever. A lot of people say that, you know? Me personally, I just want to look back, like I look back at this year and be like, it was a good year. I did things I love with people I loved. I enjoyed myself. I got to travel. I ate a copious amount of chicken wings. I went to bed every night in 2025 and I woke up every morning in 2025. I'm happy. I'm good. I had a roof over my head, food to eat, people who love me. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. That's what I'm looking forward to 2025. But I also know thrown in there will be some amazing, cool, awesome stuff I don't even know about. I almost can't wait. I'm trying not to push 2024 out the door too quickly because it deserves to have its time to shine all the way to 11:59 on the 31st. But I almost can't wait. I know it's gonna be a good year. I know it's gonna be a good year. You know, and yeah, why worry about a full year? Let's just take it day by day. Let's just take it day by day. Enjoy ourselves. It's okay to enjoy yourself. It's okay to enjoy life. It is okay to enjoy every year. You know, it is okay. How you doing, Alfonso? Diamante making a lot of changes and quitting a job. Been ready to quit. Can't be more excited. Yes. Yes. Oh, great. I get to block somebody already? Oh, Kimberly, Kimberly, you have the workflow. It's all good. It's all good. We here now. Maybe we can help the day go a little quicker. Tyler, work too. Okay, okay. Brooke Hill, thank you, thank you, thank you. Said you're awesome. Thank you, thank you. Captain Fudge Nugget said 2025 is a year, lads and ladies. Let's go. Why don't we say lads and ladies together ever? Because I mean, obviously they're based on the same root word. That would make more sense. Instead of like ladies and gentlemen, wouldn't lads and ladies be? Maybe that y'all say that across the pond. Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard anyone see little stuff like that blows my mind. What's up, Dorothea? Yeah, KDSM. We're hardwired to lean towards the negative. That's why I think like we have to constantly keep the positivity in front of us, even when sometimes it doesn't feel as natural because like we've been programmed to feel like negativity is natural. So that's why sometimes people are like, you're toxically positive. I get it because like they've been programmed to believe that negativity is normal. So when you're positive, they're like, oh, but you got to keep doing it so that hopefully we can rewrite the programming. You can get to a place where like the positivity is normal. I'm going into 2025 like it's going to be that year. If it turns out not to be, well, we'll get through it. And guess what? The same time next year, I'm going to be saying the same thing about 2026. We're going to do the same live stream every year, round about this time. Just letting y'all know. Hopefully, y'all are still here. 10 years from now, somebody's going to be like, I remember when you did that first one and you said 10 years from now, somebody was going to say 2025 was their best year. That was me. We doing it. We doing it. Hey, Monkey Finesse, made it. You made it through 2025, 2024, excuse me, was a difficult year. A lot of healing, you said, getting yourself back together. 2025 is going to be your redemption. You good now. Your leg is good. You know what I mean? Your leg is mended, healed. Your body's back together. Your 2025 is going to be that year. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Guardian Gab. Oh, yeah, don't even worry about it. 2025 is going to be good. We got this. You got to worry about it. We got this. Hey, Raz. Raz Bliss checking in. Hello, Incognito. Corey Cometh. Enjoying some El Pollo Loco. What does that mean? The crazy chicken? Crazy chicken? They had those when I lived in Florida, I think. Like it down south, like Central Florida years ago. Hey, Derek, you got to rejuvenate your positive views daily, almost hourly, damn near these days, You know. Oh, okay, Captain Fudge Nugget. Want to get rid of some material crap you don't use? Do a little travel, maybe seasonal work. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's see. So many people sitting around just, oh, I don't know, the world's gonna blow up, AI, whole instead of just like, let's make plans. You know what I mean? This is what I'm trying to do in 2025. Me personally, I'm trying to visit at least two countries I've never visited before. That's what I'm trying to do. When a year from now, if I've done that, I'm happy. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to spend time with my friends. I want to get a little more serious about like my YouTube. Not serious. I want to put a little more effort into like my YouTube channel. I just got stuff like I'm excited to do. You know what I mean? We might get a situationship or two in 2020. Yeah, who knows? We're gonna fun with it, man. Let's go. No matter what happens, that's what I'm trying to do. That's the thing in life too. Not only in the course of a year, but in life. If you know what you're trying to do, and you know, like, come what may, I'm gonna try to do that. It doesn't matter what else happens. Those are just obstacles. Those are just stumbling blocks. You know what I mean? It's like this is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm working towards. I don't need to know or worry about what's gonna happen in the world and boom, boom, boom. Like I already got, I figured it out. I'm trying to do this. Anything else is just kind of stuff I have to deal with, stuff that either helps me or hinders me. But I'm going there. I'm doing that. I have to figure like as stuff happens, I'll pivot if I need to pivot. But like the ultimate thing is figuring out where you're trying to do, go what you're trying to do. Once you get that down, I don't really. The rest of this stuff is secondary. You know what I mean? Hey, thanks, Ron. Oh, Trey, you're gonna visit Tarzania and the US 2025? Let's go. Now, as an American, I'm mad you didn't say visit the US and Tanzania. I feel like you should have put the US first. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. You'll get a lot of that when you come here. You'll be like, oh, I see. You once you visit here, that joke will be funnier. Um, uh, Laura, I see your comment and definitely prayers. Um, yeah, prayers. I just removed the comment because I don't want too much conversation around that. Um, and that's no disrespect to people's families and loved ones, but I'm trying to keep the chat positive. So certain things I might remove, not because anything's wrong, or but it just trying to keep. We're trying to stay on a positive note here. Um, but yes, prayers. The best thing about life is the do-over opportunities. It's one of the good things about life. Yes, definitely, James. Yeah, the fact that you can nothing's set in stone. You know, nothing is set in stone in life. Nothing. I mean, life isn't even set in stone. It's over. I got 45 more years and I'm done. Right? Life itself isn't set in stone. We act like life itself is temporary and fleeting, but we act like things within life that are a small portion of life are serious and set in stone. You can do over, bro. Like, no, come on, come on. It's not that serious. Tyler, I agree with that. I agree that, and I get told this a lot, and I totally understand it. So Tim, we would all like to do all that. Not everyone can afford to do what they want to do. We work full time jobs. We don't do YouTube. We don't have that kind of freedom. I totally understand that, hopefully, uh, when I mention kind of what my goals are, people realize that like A, we all have different goals, and B, we all have different circumstances. I'm in no way implying my goals should be anyone else's goals. But I do think we all have the right to say what our goals are. But I also think when someone else mentions their goals, and we all have the right to think what we think about them, but I don't think we need to tell other people when they mention their goals that we can't do them. You know, Gary Vaynerchuk, someone who I really admire, Gary V, wants to buy the New York Jets. He talks about it constantly. He probably will buy the Jets. I don't feel the need to tell him that I could never buy the Jets. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just happy that he has a goal he's going after. And when he buys the Jets, I'm going to be overjoyed because he does it. I kind of feel that way with people's goals. It's like, whatever your goals are, whether I can do it or I can't do it, you know what I mean? I'm excited and happy for you that you have goals and that you're going to achieve them. And when you achieve them, I'm excited. I so like I don't hold back saying my goals because like I don't want people to hold back saying their goals. Not to mention, and I do just have to add this, I've worked 10 years plus to get to this place. So like you know what I mean? Like I feel truly blessed to be able to live the life I live. You know what I mean? But like that's always kind of my thing when people almost make it like a dig to be like, we all can't do YouTube. Actually you could because it's free. Um, but I also been doing this since like 2012. So you know what I mean? So like yeah, you know what I mean? Respectfully. Moving on. Moving on. I just had to, every that comment pops up a lot. So like I said, I want to hear everybody's goals and dreams for 2025, and I'm happy for you, whatever they are. Um, whether or not I or anyone else could achieve them, beside the point, as long as you achieve them. Let's go. LEH. I have thought about doing one-on-one coaching, but I don't know if it's my lane. If that makes any sense. I've thought about doing it because I was like, oh, that would be another income stream. Boom, boom, boom. You could help people out, but I just don't think I'm a one-on-one. Anytime I've attempted or dabbled into it, it wasn't. It didn't feel. This is enjoyable. This is fun. I love this. Anytime I've tried to do like one-on-one stuff, it wasn't that same. So I don't know if that's my lane. Hey, balancing faith and life. So I'm quitting my job, getting my broker's license, starting my own business. Yes, yes. I plan on traveling to. How do you pronounce this? Corrego. And now back to Belize again. Let's go. Let's go. Awesome. Awesome. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck getting your broker's license. No weed, no alcohol is your goal. Nice. 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 How you doing, agent? I think I missed your comment. Oh yeah, what up, agent? No, you also trying to stop giving into bodily needs and cravings. Need to have a stoic mind. Hey, and it all goes together. You I think you'll find that as you cut out weed or cut out alcohol or cut out both, it'll make some of the other stuff you're trying to do a little easier. Like it all goes together. Because a lot of times, how you doing retired 2019? I know for me, a lot of the issues I had stemmed from the big problem was drinking, and then I had a bunch of other problems that were like the offspring of the drinking. so, so when I got rid of the drinking, almost magically, a lot of these other things went away. Now there's other things I still deal with that weren't tied to the drinking. So you still got to deal with those. But like there will be lots of things as you cut certain negative influences out of your life, other things go away too or become easier to fight, which is super cool. What up, F Doctor? Yes, 2025, best year ever. Let's go. Dane, hey, we try to keep it positive around here. Even if every now and then we have to, go on a side tangent. Victory. I don't like to gauge or track like favorite best. I just go places and some places I really like, some I don't go back to. But I will say Alaska was amazing. That's a place that I think, I've blessed to spend a summer there working. Been back a couple of times since then. I tell anybody I know, like if you can get to Alaska, especially if you can like work there seasonally for summer, like it's pretty cool. I think Alaska's pretty cool. Um, Montana's a really cool state. There's a lot of, I mean, I could go on and on and on, but those are a couple I like to point. Those are a couple I like to point out because they aren't on everybody's list a lot of times. You meet very these days, maybe like Yellowstone, which Yellowstone is halfway in Wyoming and Idaho too. But other than like Yellowstone, you just don't run into a lot of people like I'm trying to go. Well, ever since the TV show, more people. But before the TV show, there weren't a ton of people like I want to go to Montana. So I always like to talk about Montana and like Alaska's a vibe. It's totally a vibe. Totally a vibe. Chev, your dream of 2025 is become a crypto millionaire so you never have to work again? Do it. Go for it. Go for it. Hey, I hope that works out. Hey, hey, I think there will definitely be some major moves in crypto in 2025, especially the first part of the year, I think. Monkey Finesse says, I got just simple goals. I'm optimistic about being able to buy a week's worth of groceries and the price not hurt me so much. Let's go. I mean, yeah, I think we're gonna have to eventually the prices are gonna have to. We'll see what's the catalyst to prices, but we'll eventually. Gibson, hey, how you doing? Hey, I love said I'm disabled, 61 and gay. I started a channel in 3 months. I got 3,000 subs. Let's go. Church of PO Church of POS says I'm retiring. No more working. Actually, will make more Social Security than if I keep working. Life is wonderful. Let's go. You earned that, church. Let's go. Congratulations on your retirement, by the way. Oh, hey, hey, it's Bellum. I put in my work. People don't seem to appreciate that. Um, Awihi, how you doing? New follower. Good to see you. Stoicism is something that really helped me. Reading Marcus Aurelius and Seneca and Epictetus, and you know, I like some of the older Stoic stuff, but like, yeah, that stuff helped me out a lot. You know, you deal with what you can deal with in life. The things you have control over in life, you control. The other stuff, ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, it might affect me, but it ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? It's like all I can do is what I can do. All I can do is what I can do. All I can do is control what I can control. The rest of it, I think, if it happens, it happens. Whatever, like yeah. Stoicism helped me a lot. Jay, what up? What up? WXN. I do have my email, but I don't check it a lot. I have my Instagram, but I took it off my phone. So I will admit I'm not the easiest person to get in contact with. Um, but that's why I try to do a lot of streams and videos and things of that nature. But yeah, I'm not always the easiest person to get in contact with. Retired 2019 said my goal is to be debt free, complete my Major League Baseball ballpark chase. Let's go. Only six more to go. Oh, nice, nice. I didn't realize you only had six left. Oh, you got that. That's done. That's donezo. That's a donezo in 2020, 2025. Six more. Yeah, yeah. Unless they're the far out ones, which unless they're which are those six like harder, or you just have you're just just haven't done them, or is there something about those six that you're just like hard to get a ticket to Yankee Stadium? I don't know. I just picked the stadium I knew. Um, I don't know the names of the stadiums anymore because back when I was young, like all I read about was Native Americans and baseball. Like literally every book at the library about Native Americans or baseball, I had read. Like I know, like the old school baseball, like the 1910s, 1920s and 30s. You know what I mean? Like Walter Johnson, Christy Mathewson, Ty Cobb, Dizzy Daffy Dean, like all them. You know what I mean? I knew from the 60s to the 30s. That was, anyway. My point is, I know all my baseball stadiums names from back then. I don't know the new names because corporations have taken all the stadiums over. I don't know the new names. Anyway. Okay, you monkey. You gonna pay off your motorcycle? You're gonna pay off your motorcycle, sell it, and buy a new motorcycle cash. Let's go. Woody, you quit the IRS job? Oh no, made you physically, mentally ill. You gotta get out of it. Then good to know you're quitting. Good to know you're quitting, man. Love 184. How you doing? Working on the phones. Got the got the stream in the other ear. Okay, multitasking. I like that. I like that. Zach, you gonna get yourself away from toxic people to protect your peace? Do it. Do it. I mean, that's big. That's big. I mean, it's amazing how much that can change your life. Just cutting some people out. Yeah. More sobriety videos. Okay. Okay. Well, it's on the list. It's on the list. It's on the list. Like I always say, I always forget to make sobriety videos because I'll be thinking about it because I don't drink no more. It's like catch 22. It's like I don't drink anymore, which would be a good reason I can make sobriety videos. But since I don't drink anymore, I don't think about it. You know, what kind of seasonal work have I done? Mainly, I've worked in housekeeping, but I've worked at ski resorts. I've worked at national parks. I've worked at roadside hotels. Um, Worked at a hotel. Well, that was a hotel too. Hotel in the Grand Canyon. I basically worked like hotels and national parks and resorts, but I was in housekeeping every time, except this last time. I was an employee shuttle driver, which was kind of cool. That was fun. Oh, I'm way behind in the comments. That's all good. That's good though. Hey, Quavon, glad we could throw some information on and insight on minimalism your way. Awesome. What up, Elder? Checking in from Holland. James, you took the finals last week, got 5 A's. Nice. We celebrated with Wingstop. Let's go. Hey, Jay, what up? What up, Wingstop? Hello, Amanda. How you doing? Chris, you gonna take YouTube seriously in 2025? Let's go. Praveen, how you doing? Waking up from a nap. Okay. Only worked 5.5 hours this morning. Slacker. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. That's awesome. Electronic music says I don't mess with crypto because for me to win, someone has to lose. Uh, isn't that true with the stock market too? Is it? I don't know. Clash. What up? Hey, I love. Yeah, sure. Shout out the channel. Appreciate it. If I had a group of friends and one of the homies got the other homie's wife pregnant, am I going to say something? It depends on which homie I'm closest to. If I'm keeping it a stack, you know, it depends on if that's the homie. If that's the homie, I'm gonna let him know. Like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, I would have let him know from the rip though. Like, as soon as I found out, I'm gonna be like, bro, like, you might need to check, sis. Like, she out in these streets. But if I'm closer to the other homie, I don't really have an obligation to say, you know what I mean? Like, the only way I'm saying something is if that the person who's getting cheated on and bamboozled about the child is like my guy. You know what I mean? If we that, then I'm gonna have to tell him. But other than that, I got no obligation to get into my business. I stay out of it unless it's just like the person is happening to is my dude. Then you gotta say something. But you know, oh, retired 22. You got to do the Yankees, Mets, Red Sox, Twins, Cardinals, Philadelphia. Oh, you got the whole Northeast. Okay. Captain, I've never done house sitting. Um, there's a lot of good information about it on the internet, but I've never done house sitting. I might have mentioned it, but I've signed up for a couple of them, but I've never done it. Usually because like they want you to take care of pets, and I'm not trying to watch somebody's pets. So yeah, I've never done it. John, still haven't looked up the 100 monkey experiment research yet. I keep forgetting. Clash, you got a question about habits? Can you look past the bad habits of someone with whom you've developed a relationship, still keep things amicable? I think it depends on how bad a habit it is. I think it depends on, is it a habit I can look past? Because I don't think I could say blanketly yes or no without knowing what the habit is or who the person is. I think that's like a case by case, person by person, habit by habit thing. Because there might be somebody that has some bad habits, and I'm like, yeah, they're working on them, cool. Or somebody else could have the same habit. I'm like, nah, I can't deal with it. So I think each case would probably be different um, for me. Brett, you thought about doing a little wildlife firefighting? It'd be plenty of work. Wow, there'll be plenty of work. Oh, good luck, John. Yellowstone just opens its position for the summer. Oh, nice, nice. Good luck. Solitude. I appreciate that. You can. Tips for traveling cheap. Victory. I'll be honest. I don't. That's not my first I want to get the best price possible, but that's not always my first thing. So the good news is there's lots of people with lots of advice on traveling cheap. Me, I'm just be trying to do what I'm trying to do in the manner that feels right to me. So I wouldn't say I'm a cheap travel expert, because I just, like I fly Delta. If I'm flying in the U.S. domestically, I'm flying Delta. Mm, It ain't always the cheapest. It's not always the most expensive either. But like, it's for me, it's more like this is how I like to travel. Let's figure out how to do travel the way I want to travel for the best price, as opposed to like, what's the cheapest way to get it done? Um, Raz a cat are doing a scenic drive in Northwest Colorado. Oh, nice, nice. Oh, I like electronic. You don't mess with stocks either. Okay, okay. Oh, I totally agree. Not all money is good money. And yeah, I think it's cool to differ on what not monies is not good monies. You know what I mean? I totally agree with the statement. Buddy of mine, my boy Tony, told me that years ago. When I was still, a jit and didn't know no better. He said, "Hey, bro, not all money is good money, man." Like, we just had a long conversation. It kind of always stuck with me. Oh, Rhonda got a job with Instacart. Congratulations! I love doing Instacart. It would allow me to pay off some bills and pay for my travels. Also plan to start grad school in 2025 for the degree I've been wanting. Yes, TDC. I see Rhonda got a plan. Instacart, paying bills, doing a little traveling, grad school. Let's go. Let's go. You have a great 2025, Rhonda. Nice, nice, nice. Mad said cryptocurrency is literally a computer program. For all intents and purposes, so is the dollar. Like, so are most currencies. Jai, yeah, yeah, yeah. 2025 will be for you. Yes, let's go. Sarah, say it ain't so. Oh, I like that name. Sarah, say it so. Super Chat Squad. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Super Chat Squad. Good to see you. And a first stream. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. I like that name. Saying it flipped, I like even better. Say it ain't so, Sarah. I like that. Either way, it's a great name. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Thank you. It's the small things that make me happy in life. Somebody's username in a good mood. Say it ain't so. Sorry. Um, Reminds me of the what was it? The 1919 World Series? Say it ain't so, Joe. Say it ain't so. Okay, I'm going. See more of that baseball knowledge. Graham Cracker J, what up? Hope you're having a great Monday too. Perfect. I did not live stream yesterday. I think I took yesterday off. Yes, I took yesterday off. Electronics. I know other ways to make money. Hey, I respect that. I respect that. One of my big issues I've always said, um, I think when we talk about investment and building wealth, we always only talk about two or three things. I still have. I'm going to wait before I drop this video until the market's plummeting, whenever that'll be. But 25 alternative investments to the stock market, to real estate. That's always it. Like, I've got nothing against real estate, nothing against the stock market, none of that. Nothing against the traditional methods of investing, growing wealth. But I'm like, why do we only talk about like three or four things when there's so many different things you can invest in? Like, anything you can buy and then like later sell for more profit is an investment. Like, there's so many things you can do. We only talk about those. I still got my list. 25. I got to update it. Because the market on some of the things when I came up with the list was amazing, and people would have been like, "Oh yes, watches, great investment." The market ain't quite where it was. What watches now? I don't think. I think it's still up, but it's cooled. Um, anyway, I mean that'll still be on the list. But anyway, yes, I agree. Sandra D, good to see you too. I'm good. I'm good. Blessed. Can't complain. Can't complain. I love. Yeah, you can do all that on YouTube. Yeah, like I don't think you need to. worry about, like, if you're on YouTube and you're not doing anything offensive, I wouldn't worry about whether it's going to offend people because everything you do is going to offend people. You know what I mean? Somebody. If you do decide to put, you know, donation links, somebody's going to get offended. Yes, but like if it's not offensive, Bjorn said banking runs on a 6-year-old software language nobody knows anymore. I could believe that. The good news is AI probably knows it now. If people ask me if I was babysitting kids and they said, "Do your parents ever argue?" I'd be like, "No," because my parents are divorced. Um, yeah, you can invest in comic books, dude. I would have made it if I had kept my comic books 5 more years. I would have made so much money, like because I sold my comic books before the Marvel movies hit. If I had kept my comic books till after the Marvel movies hit, I'd have been up. I'd have been up. Telling you, I'm telling you. There's books like, for example, when I was collecting comic books, heavy into it. Now this has been a few years, but like there was a book, Savage She-Hulk #1. It's the first appearance of She-Hulk. You could get that book graded, slabbed 9.8, which is almost as good as you're going to get. 9.8 graded CGC for like $99. And I told everybody, I said, this book, it is the undisputed first appearance of a character related to a major character. I was like, this book is going to go up in value. And if I hadn't, and I had like 4 or 5 copies, I only had like 1 or 2 graded copies. But like, if I had kept collecting books, I would have bought a bunch of them. I was like, this book at $100 is a steal. This is a Bronze Age, I think it's Bronze Age first appearance, and you can get like a 9.8 graded for $100. I was right. It's $1,000 book now. That book, I was, I was right. It's like, is it $1,000 book? It might be a. I haven't checked recently, but it's up there. It's up there. I was definitely right. I was definitely right. Yeah, I was right. I was right on his other books. I was like, yeah, you can invest in comics. Definitely, definitely, definitely. If I need to get back in comic books. Kareem, you still check the you get mail? You get physical mail? The mail truck still run? What up, Twist on 43? Sorry to hear you're bummed out. 2025 could be better. Let's say it's gonna be better. Do I think the 90s were a better time than now? I think, excuse me, I think the 90s were a different time than now. I don't know. I think it's we always seem to look back at the past nostalgically. And so like we'll take a small subset or a small part of the 90s and look at that and say they were better. But we don't look at like a lot of the positive stuff we have now that we didn't have in the, you know what I mean? Like we rarely look at the positive now and be like, oh, it's better than 20 years ago. We almost always look at 20 years ago and say it was better. But like there are things that are better now than in the 90s, you know? So, you know, things were different. Things have changed, but that doesn't mean it's changed for the worse. We always have this idea that like the world is constantly changing for the worse. That's why every year we're like, oh, it's going to get worse. But like, I don't know if that's true. You know, things just change. Things are different. I don't know. Sometimes they might. I mean, yeah, if you look at the time like before World War II and the years during World War II, yeah, the times before were better. You know, but then the times after were better too. So like, I don't know. I think it just depends on your what your. I think sometimes there are some years where it's obviously better or worse. You know, was 2019 a better year than 2020? Yes, but in general, I don't know. Decades, I don't know. What up, Ellie? Glad you could join the stream. Glad your day's getting better. So yeah, cell phones were expensive in the 90s. I know. Actually, I didn't have a cell phone in the 90s. We didn't even have cell phones in the 90s. Those came out in like the 2000s, right? Elite Chronicles stuck at 51 subs. Grateful for that. Hey, that's the right attitude to have. Grateful to have the ones I got. I'm gonna keep grinding, get some more. Doopy, congratulations on the 1 week off alcohol. Withdrawals suck. It is tough. It is hard, but hey, you hanging in there. That's what's important. So congratulations. Oh, Scooter Poo, you worked in fish processing plants in Alaska. Oh, nice, nice. North Pacific Seafoods, nice. Yeah, Nick, time's actually pretty good, man. We doing well right now. But this happens throughout. Like even back in the '90s, when the times when we look back, like, oh, it was so much better. They were saying the same stuff that we're saying now. It sucks right now. It's crazy right now. We're always saying that people who focus on the negative are always saying the same thing. Go back throughout all of history and look at the newspapers. Ever since we've had the newspaper has put just negativity and fear and doom and gloom on the front page. Go back to like any time in modern history, and the people were saying it's the worst it's ever been. Oh, this is horrible, blah, 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 blah. Even when you come out of really bad times a year later, they're like, oh, it's horrible. It's like, did you just forget? It's crazy. It's what we do. I don't know why. Captain Kirk, I don't plan on getting a car soon. No, no. I'm actually gonna. I'm thinking about doing a video about what I've learned after being car free for a year, because I was going through some maintenance on my channel, and I saw the live stream I did where I was like, I'm carless again. I think it was December 7th, December 12th. Anyway, it's been a year since I sold my car, so I have no plans on getting a car anytime soon. No, no. I'm loving public transportation. Today when I was walking from the grocery store and I forgot to bring my uh it's Colorado, so nobody has bags at the store. Which reminds me, I need to put this by the door. But I had to walk home with brown paper bags and they were ripping on me. I was like, yeah, but nah, I'm loving not having a car. Yeah, I'm good. I'm loving not paying that car note. We're almost at 100 likes. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Yeah, Geo, dude. I mean, we see negativity online now, but back in the day, it was TV. It was negative. You know what I mean? Before that, it was the news. You know what I mean? Like it's yeah. I think ever since we've been able to share information outside of word of mouth, it's been filled with fear and negativity. Rob said 2025 is going to be amazing. Let's go. Getting off to a great head start. Nice. Exactly, Nick. 20 years from now, they're gonna be like, man, 2024 was the best. Especially the people who are like teenagers are younger now. Like people whose childhood this is, 20 years from now, they're gonna say it was amazing, it was great. And the kids in 2040 have no idea what life is really about. It's the same. It's always the same stuff. Like once you realize that, it's funny when you hear people say because it's always the same. It's always the same game. We might see aliens in 2025. Oh, maybe, maybe. Oh, there's somebody walking around outside. Who that? The sidekick was fire. How do I deal with anxiety? That's a hard one to answer in a couple sentences. Um, I know for me, one of my biggest things is I try to take if there's anything in my life causing me anxiety, I try to as quickly as possible get it out of my life. And there's so many different forms of anxiety. But as far as like the future, one of the big things I realize is I have control over what I have control over. What I don't, I don't. So instead of spending my present worrying about the future, I just live and then whatever happens, happens. Like, womb to tomb, birth to hearse. Like, I got 90 years here. I'm not going to spend it worrying about stuff that might not happen. Like, me worrying about it doesn't make it not happen. So why worry about Like, we hit 100 likes. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Me worrying about it doesn't make it not happen. So why worry about it? Like, what? So but there's so many different types of anxiety. Um, but just kind of the anxiety we bring upon ourselves a lot of times by worrying and all this other stuff. Like, once you realize it's pointless, it gets a little easier. Hey, see you later. I love. Yeah, Reverend, 80s and 90s, we was kids, it was different. You're always gonna look back at childhood if you didn't have, if you had a decent childhood as better. You had nothing to do, which is why I try to have as little responsibility as now. I try to be a grown up kid now. I'm trying to have less responsibility than when I was 12. That's my that's my goal. Because it's simpler. But yeah, a lot of times, we look at it, oh man, it was so, but it was like ask your parents what the 90s was like, when they was raising you. I'm scared to ask my parents. They'd be like, "Oh, it's great till you came along," you know. But yeah, we see it, but I mean, it's okay to see it that way. But like, I don't know. Like, I just see people who really believe like the world is so much worse. I'm like, I don't know. Brett, I'm in Denver. What up, Lorenzo? Oh, you getting into the fire department, Nick? Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, now electronic. If I needed a vehicle for work or something, yeah. But like, I don't. I just don't like having. I enjoy not having the hassle. Like, once again, I don't like hassle. I don't like responsibility. And I, grown man, not afraid to say that. Some people, oh, you don't like responsibility. That's not an adult. Well, then I'm not an adult in your eyes. Like, I really don't care. Um, but yeah, I just like not having to worry about the car. What up, Gianna? Gianna? If I said that wrong. Patrick checking in. Hey, hey, hey. Rice and beans. I don't really listen to any of Jordan Peterson's stuff, so I think I listened once and I was like, I don't know if it's for me. So I don't really have any thoughts on Jordan. I just, a lot of people like him. Bro, my age is 8 years old. Be not that 8-year-old responsibility. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's nothing. That's damn near nothing. What up, Nick? I'm good. I'm good. Blessed. Yeah, man. I don't be trying to. This whole idea that like, as an adult, you gotta have tons of responsibility. Nah, nah. I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm good. Eric G. I said, not trying to debate on anything. As somebody who hates the current culture that we have here, how do you suggest we block out the negativity and propaganda? Um, it's actually not that hard. Like, where does most of the negativity and propaganda in your life come? Probably social media. Just don't look at it. Like, honestly, it's not that hard. The hardest negativity and stuff to block out is, say, like you're at work and you have to be around coworkers who talk about stuff. Like, when you're in situations where like you can't leave, and work is probably the only one, or if you live with family members who, very negative, stuff like that. But other than that, you have total control. Most people get most of their negativity and propaganda through their cell phone, social media. Just don't watch it. Like, just don't watch it. The good news is the algorithm doesn't care what you want to watch. It just wants to show you what you want to watch. So my feed, that's why people be like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? I don't have a clue what they're talking about. It doesn't come up in my feed. Or for some reason, the algorithm tries to slips it in there. I just say not interested. They don't show it to me. It doesn't show it to me again. So like, it's really easy to block it out online. Just don't interact with it. The algorithm is if you say you don't want to, if you don't watch it, or you say you're not interested, it's not going to show it to you. But a lot of times we're kind of our worst enemy because we keep interacting with this stuff. We keep, wow, what is this? What is that? What are they talking about? I You just don't have to engage. And even in places where you can't get away, when people are gossiping, talking about all this negativity stuff, like, if you just don't engage, they're probably less likely to pull you into it. You may still overhear it, which sucks, have to deal with it. But like when it's like online and stuff, you just don't watch. I took Instagram off my phone. So I still have Instagram. I just took it off my phone. I get no negativity from Instagram because I don't want I don't see I don't see it, you know. Even on YouTube, I don't see this stuff, you know. I just don't look at it. They learn how to snowboard, nice. Reno, I don't do favorites. Some comedians I appreciate. Dang, what's my guy's name? Ali Sadiq. Yeah, is that his name? I forget my boy's name. Um, that's my guy. Takara Williams, I really like. There's a lot. And man, I think it's hard for people to realize that most of the stuff they've been told in life is a lie. Like it's hard for someone to pull your whole foundation from under you. So as long as you don't admit it to yourself, you still have that foundation in life. But if you admit, like, oh, 99% of my life I've been lied to, now what do you have? You know what I mean? And for a lot of people, they realize the people they trust was telling them false information because they would lie to too. So I get it. Like a lot of people just won't. They'd rather have your ears tickled, believe the lies, than admit that like it's all a lie. None of this stuff matters that they told. Now the good news is if you can over time get to the place where you can accept that, I feel like life gets a lot easier because you're not burdened down by all the lies and the whatever. But it's a hard place to be at, and you get there all alone a lot of times, and it's just like like you gotta believe in something, and until you find something else to kind of believe in, once if you just take away all the truth you thought the truth you previously believed in, it's hard, man. I get what people just won't, kind of like that scene in the Matrix. I talk about it a lot. I know the steak isn't real, but it tastes good when I put it in my mouth. So put me back in the Matrix so I can get more steak because that's easier than being in Zion and eating that slop they was eating before they started dancing. Okay, and then they all died. Black hole, what up? Oh, algorithms are the name of the game on the internet. Yeah, Ali Sadiq's that dude, man. I like Ali Sadiq. North California in the building. Hello, Miss Grace. Yeah, he is getting more attention. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, to be as genuinely good as he is, you know, I think he's just not on the list. You know, every profession has the list of people they like, and I think he's just not on the list. So he don't get the big breaks and the big specials and all that. But like, he's funnier than a lot of the people that do. But like, I think he's just not on the list. What did I do this weekend? I changed Airbnbs. I think I live streamed Saturday. Been watching a lot of basketball. Went to the park yesterday. Walked to the store a couple times. Didn't do much. Didn't do much. Holy Girl TV, what up? Good to see you. Do you have any advice on talking to non-travelers? Um, I know what you mean. Sometimes it is hard to find that common ground with people who are more sedentary. I don't know. Like I don't know if I would have any hacks or tips. Like I think it's harder. When you live a different lifestyle, it's gonna be more difficult to interact with people who don't. Like I don't know. I think that just comes with it. That's just one of the things. And sometimes I think it depends on the person because like you might meet someone who has a totally different lifestyle, but y'all vibe on something else. Um, but yeah, a lot of the regular stuff that we don't go through if we're nomadic, you know, hard to discuss, and like the stuff we go through that they don't, it's hard to. So I think there always will be a little whatever, but like if you find people that y'all have other interests, it can be a little easier. Praveen, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Super Chat Squad, thank you so much. I appreciate the love and the support, Praveen, the continued support. Thank you. Says I plan to travel first to Knoxville, then to Europe in the year 2025, get out of Raleigh, Durham, expand my horizons. Let's go, Praveen. Let's go. Where are you trying to go in Europe? I want to get to Europe too. Soon as the weather gets warmer over there, yeah, man. That's awesome, Praveen. Knoxville, Tennessee. Um, then you're nice, nice. That's too good. That's two good ones. Yeah, let's do it. Do it. Do it, Praveen. Let us know how it goes. YouTube banned you for a week. Lonely Girl TV. I love your attitude. You're like the algorithm's been good to me. I'm getting viewers. I did get banned. I didn't even know you could get banned. That's crazy. But I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're back. I can I can see you getting banned, like for some of you, because you have a different subject matter that I could see there being a line that YouTube might be like, ugh. But I'm glad you're back. Glad you're still on YouTube. Glad you're still on YouTube. You went away for a little bit. I'm glad you're back. Nick, that is you said because I'll talk about how I lived in Yosemite, Hawaii, traveled everywhere. I turned the convo back to the other. They haven't done too much in their life, and the convo fades. That is one thing I did learn, and I learned that going home. Um, I go back home, and I was in the beginning. I'm telling my stories, bop, 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 bop. Same thing would happen. Here is one hack. I don't talk about that stuff. That is one. Yeah, you actually. That is one thing. Yeah, I just don't talk about what I do. That is one thing I've learned. You're absolutely right. If you come in there, and of course we're overjoyed, want to talk about it. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. I've been putting in that twerk. Um, but I've learned that if I'm around people who haven't done what I'm overjoyed about having recently done, um, it's gonna be weird, especially if I got a lot of stuff. So I just don't talk about it. Like, yeah, yeah. I'm saying if you meet me and someone asked, what are you doing? Oh, I just came back from working up in Colorado. And then we keep it. And as we go further along, maybe another story here and there. But yeah, I've learned if you go in there and you hit them with the full clip of how you living, but if you think about it this way, what if someone was working in business and doing very well and they were blah, blah, blah. If they hit you with that, they hit me with that. I don't know nothing about that. You know what I mean? So like if someone's like, "Oh man, I'm crushing it. I got this and I did this and then I got promoted to this and I blah, blah, da, 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 and this," and they just hit me with the full clip about business life and how well they're doing. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know what half that stuff means. So of course, when they come back to me, I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, you got benefits." You know what I mean? So like, yeah, that is one thing I learned is like I don't give them the full what I've been doing. Yeah, I might give them one thing. Yeah, I just came back from Montana. Like that. Yeah, yeah. It makes it easier. Yeah. Patrick don't even talk to nobody in real life anymore. Okay. Okay. Rich, I've never done any kiteboarding, sailing. I'll be honest, I'm a pretty boring person. So you rarely catch me doing much of anything other than I like to ride the train and the light rail, and I go to parks and I walk around and I do videos, and I hang out with my friends and I eat chicken wings. Like the stuff I like is pretty basic, and I just do the same stuff over and over again. Even when I travel to new places, I do the same stuff over and over again. I go to the park, I walk around, might take some public transport. Like I just the adventure stuff. I'm just not that. guy. I mean, how many years did I work at a ski resort? Never snowboarded or skied. The only time I hit the slopes was in the summertime. I would walk up and down the slopes, live stream on the slopes, which the ski slopes are beautiful in summer. But yeah, I'm just not a exciting person. Like I just have about 5 things I like to do, and I just do it over and over again. Oh, Lorenzo, I'm definitely doing London, man. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, Nick, let them talk. I mean, that's that's one thing I learned. Let them talk. We know we got our stories. If they ask, cool. But yeah, just let them. Mrs. Grace. So none of my family celebrates holidays. Um, and all my close friends know I don't celebrate holidays. So I don't like, and it's been that way. So the holidays are no different time to me than anything else. So, I'll get on here and be like lonely on Christmas Eve, but it's not, I won't say lonely. I'll say all alone on Christmas Eve, but like it's no different than me being all alone tomorrow. Like it doesn't. So yeah, the holidays don't really bother me. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, my family don't celebrate holidays. So, uh, yeah, Nick, I would never say I'm MGTOW, however you pronounce it. Uh, I'm everybody going their own way. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm IGTOW. Everybody goes their own way. I would never just put it towards just men. Um, but yeah, yeah, I'm everybody go their own way, do their own thing. Vito, what up? So Tim looking good, thank you. Okay. Yeah, day is a day is a day. Like I just don't. Once you learn what the holidays are based on, I think it takes something out of it. Like, is no point in growing up not celebrating, kind of knowing the truth about the holidays, and then like turning around and celebrating them. Like the holidays are responsibility. Like I said, I don't mind the getting together and eating good food aspect of it. But you can do that any day. That's kind of my thing. When people are like, "Oh, but what about?" I'm like, "Yeah, that part of the holidays is cool. I could do that any day." So if that's the only thing I care about on the holidays, why don't I do that all year? If I enjoy getting up with loved ones, and I understand the holidays makes it easier, because a lot more people can get together. But cool, yeah, I'm all for that. People getting together, hanging out with family, yeah. But with my nomadic lifestyle, that I mean, yeah, it's just I don't know. It's another day. Hey, Praveen, I don't know. Be careful what you wish for. Praveen said, he said, I showed you more like Tim in life. Ha! No, I'm joking. I take that as a compliment. Thank you, Praveen. Nick, I'll be forgetting my stories. You're right. I'll be something will happen. I'll be like, wait a second. I did do so and so. Like I do. I do. Part the other day, I was like, I need to write a book before I forget this stuff, bro. Like, and this was just stage one. We about to enter into stage two, bro. It's about to get this, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, yeah. It's yeah. But once again, you don't want to be the person constantly telling their stories because everybody else will get aggravated. So I let other people tell their stories, and I throw one of mine in every now and then. Unless I'm on the internet, then I talk hours at it. Hey, Rich, and that's cool. I love to see people who like adventure and they're doing all kinds of stuff and try boom, boom, boom. Like I love that. It's just not me. Like if I'm at the beach and I see people parasailing or all this other, it's cool. I like to watch. Yeah, I love watching other people do the adventurous stuff as I'm taking my walk, as, as I'm sitting there eating my chicken wings. I love seeing people living life to the fullest. Um, it's just not me. If you ever catch me doing some of that type stuff, I promise you, there will be a beautiful woman involved. Promise you. I thought Tim said he don't do so and so. Oh, there she is in the boat. I thought Tim said he don't ski. Oh, there she is sitting next to him on the ski lift. Got it. Noted. Like I promise you. Just left to my own devices? Nah. Nah. Jose, 2024, despite some challenges and setbacks, been one of the best years of your life. Go. Now imagine 2025 without the challenges, the same challenges and setbacks. It might be even better. Let's go. Oh, Lorenzo, one of the things growing up, we researched the origin of the holidays. And a lot of them, the backstory that you're given, if you research it, is kind of BS. You know what I mean? So it's like once you know that basically all the holidays we have, and there's nothing wrong with this. They can't. We like stole them from other people, but then we put like these backstories to them to try to make them our own, or in the United States case, more Christian or whatever. But once you know the real kind of backstory, it's like I don't know if that's really something I'm trying to put my stamp on, or that I feel I need to. So like I said, if the holidays was just yeah, these are days we take off work and we hang out with family, full stop, then I'd be totally cool with them. But when you try to add in backstories and you try to put God and stuff into it, when you stole it from some people who had a totally different God and they had their whole, it's just, I don't know, it just seems very messy to me. And I don't like messy, you know? So I'm chilling. I'm chilling. You can go, I mean, it's not even with the internet, it's not a secret. You can Google what's the true origin of Christmas. You can Google it. Like, is there back in the day, people would talk about this type of stuff. You had to really, go to the library, look through books, actual books, encyclopedias. Now you just Google it; it'll tell you. Like, you know. Oh, that's a good one, Gio, dude. The more I tell people about myself, the more they talk behind my back. Some people, some people, some people. What up, Illuminate? Hey, man, you know me, I'm always stay positive, and I'm always try to. My goal is to stay as positive as I can. So, I mean, all times are uncertain. So, once again, you go through any time in history, they called them uncertain times, and they had stuff they was worried about. It's just the game. The good news is I'm only here for 45 more years, right? So it's womb to tomb, baby, birth to hearse, man. We got nothing to worry about. Let's go. So, yeah, man, I'm just enjoying the ride. I'm just enjoying the ride. Nick, yeah, I'm still in Colorado. Aim said in life, less is more. Respect, respect. Karen, that is true. Ali Sadiq is a master storyteller disguised as a comedian. Yeah, tells a good story. I like the storyteller comedian. I like storytellers in general. I realized that. Like even the musicians that I like tell a story. You know what I mean? I'm a big Drake fan because Drake paints a picture. He tells a story. If you really listen to his music, so yeah, I like the storytellers. Grape Tea News, thank you for liking the video. Good to see you, Aaron. Hello. Aim says, I love being boring. I created a wonderful life just as fine staying home playing my PS5. Facts. Yeah, and I think that's what it's about is creating the wonderful life for you. And I feel like maybe that's where sometimes we get it wrong when and social media plays a big part in this. We'll see other people or us using social media plays a big part in this. We'll see what everybody else is doing and we'll feel like, oh, we got to do that. But it might not be what we want to do. And so when we do it, we're left feeling a little because we didn't care. It's like, yeah, that's the new it restaurant. Um, but you go there and you spend $300 and you don't care because you didn't want to go. You know what I mean? That's not you. So yeah, if you can figure out what is you and just do that, and a lot of times it's for a lot of us, it's pretty chill and simple and basic. You know, for the people who's not, they know. But yeah, it's I think a lot of times we design a life around what we think we want. as opposed to figuring out what we want, then designing our life. Now I'm good, Nick. Grammy's right down the road. I could take the train, but I'm good. Now, Nick, if someone took everything away from me, it would be hard to still stay positive, but I would try to stay positive as possible. That would be the goal. That's why I said my goal is to always stay positive as possible. Sometimes it might be 90% positivity. Sometimes it might be 10. But the goal is to always be as positive as possible. Now, the good news is I don't have much to take away. You know, like if someone took my health or my freedom or my friends, that would be the things that it would get real dark. It would be 10% positivity then. But as far as like, I don't know, possessions, now if people like drained my bank account and I was broke, that'd be another one of those real dark ones. But like possessions wise, there's nothing I got I can't get back. So Deion Cole's underrated. Okay, okay. I think I've seen some of this. I know who that is. Have you ever played Nintendo Wii? Yeah, back when it first came out, I think Praveen, I played it like once and I was like, I'm good. I think I played around with it just to see, and then I was like, I'm good. I love to watch video games. Actual playing them is not. That's a little too much work. Like I like some of the old PC strategy games, stuff like that. Um, but as far as like playing any of the consoles, I let people play them. I just watch them. Love being basic. Facts. Hey Patrick, I think everyone should figure out what their belief is for when this life is over and hold on to that. You know what I mean? That's another issue. I think we're way too quick to pick somebody else's. Somebody says this happens when you die. You say, okay, who is the first person to get to you? Whatever your parents believe happens when you die. A lot of people just pick that up. But I'm like, I think we all should figure out for ourselves what we think happens and hold on to that. You know, none of us know. You know, we won't know until you die. Rich, YouTube is very important as far as an outlet for me. Yeah, very important. Like I don't know what my life would look like if I hadn't been doing YouTube. Yeah, so very important. I say like I always say like if I was born 500 years ago, I'd be the guy standing in the middle of the town talking. You know what I mean? I'd be like the town crier or something. Or the wandering minstrel who just went town to town talking to people. Like so, YouTube allows me to do it. Sitting in the comfort of Airbnb. But I think yeah, no matter when I lived, I would be doing some form of oration, if you will. Jazz and laughter. What up? Good afternoon. I never played Civilization. Man, I played like Age of Empires. Yeah, I like XCOM. Yeah. Ricky says, Tim, I think we're in a simulation. I had a spiritual trip once, and I woke up in a room with my friends, and we were all playing a video game, and they said I was the last one out. It might be. It might be. I know. It might be. Like simulation, Matrix, whatever. I don't know. And it could be different for each one of us. We all don't have to have the same entry point into this life. I try to think like big about. You know what I mean? Like maybe whatever you believe this life is what it is for you. Maybe whatever you believe happens when you die is what happens for you. It could be how many people? 8 billion people on the planet. There could be 8 billion different entry points into this world. You know what I mean? 8 billion different things that happen when you die. If you think you go to heaven, you could go to heaven. If you think it's over, it could be like I feel like we get too like the universe is too grand and complex for us to have this ideal of like, oh, everything is the same for each one of us as far as birth and death. I mean, if you believe that, cool. But like it doesn't have to be that way. And when you think that way, you're less judgmental of other people, a lot of times we have that idea of like, oh, this is the truth and everybody needs to believe it or they're wrong. I'm like, no, like I got my truth, but it don't mean it's your truth. I'm not you. We may not even be from the same place, bro. You know. So yeah, if you think it's a simulation, Ricky, it might be a simulation. Yeah, James, going from challenge drunk to challenge speaker. Facts. Let's do it. Let's do it. You'll miss out on the live streams when you die. I'll probably miss them too. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Um, a lot of people just like you, Miss Great. Yeah, it's just I'll tell you, society wants you to make you think, oh, this is normal. Anything different than that is no. It's like, and that's one of the beauties of the internet. All us weirdos can get together and be like, oh, I'm not the only one. There's other weirdos. Actually, there's probably more of us than the normal people. The normal people weirdos too. Josh, you might get fired. Oh, um, but you think it might be the best thing to happen. Can't do it anymore. Yeah, Josh, I hate to hear you might be getting fired, but if you're struggling and it's making you miserable, and they talking to you about it at the job, yeah, it might be time to. And I say that knowing it's rough to be fired from a job, not have employment. I understand, but like the signs seem to be saying, and at least you won't be miserable no more. At least you might have the temporary misery of, okay, I'm between jobs. But like now, the misery is permanent because you're going into work every day. You know what I mean? So it'll all work out. It'll all work out. 2025 is all gonna work out. It's all working out. Everything is working out the way it's supposed to work out. It's all gonna be fine. That's what I just keep telling myself. And it seems to work out. So, and I already know when it does work out, you can come back and be like, hey, remember when I got fired? Best thing ever. Now I'm doing boom, boom, boom. Already see it. Already know. Already see it. Not a problem. Good luck, Josh. They say if you don't fit into this world, it's because you're meant to create a new world. That sounds good, but I have no clue what that means. But it could be true. I'm not saying it's not true. I just have no clue what that means, but it sounds real good. A lot of stuff they say sounds great, but when you break it down, you'd be like, well, what does that mean? What does that mean? It sounds good though. Sounds good. You got to watch the people who always sound good though. you got you got to watch the people who always got a slick sound bite. You know what I mean? Like, man, he's sounding too good. She's sounding too good. Hold up. You gotta watch the people always sound too good. What up, riding with Chase? Eric G. I stay so hopeful because, like, my outlook, womb to tomb, birth to hearse. I'm just, like, this is my view, and it's alleviated so much stress off me. I'm an energy being experiencing what it's like to be a human right now. I was given this body, this whole persona, Timothy Ward, so I could play the human game from birth to death. All I have to do, all I have to do is just live, be born, live, die. There's nothing else I have to do. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to come up with the best idea for civilization. I don't care. People are always like, oh, if this happens, that could be the extinction of the human race. I really don't care. Respectfully. Like, I don't have any skin in the game. You know what I mean? Like, we out here eradicating species every day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, I love humans. You know what I mean? I'm enjoying being a human, but like, I'm not, this is just, I'm just here for 90 years or whatever, then I'm gone. Like, this is not me. It's kind of like when you're playing a video game. You're enjoying the game. You want to get far in the game. You want to collect all the coins you know what I mean? You want to beat the game, but like If something happens with the game, it's not a big deal because it's not you. That's kind of how I see this life. Like I'm an energy being, or what you know what I mean? Like this is just something I'm doing right now. I don't need to solve humanity's problems. Now while I'm here, if I can help other people's experience to be good, yes, I'm gonna do that. But that's all I have to do. I just have to live until I die and like try to be a good human and help other people. That's it. There's no and all that's easy. You know what I mean? Like that's not hard. And when I mess up, oh well, like okay, I'm still learning. I've only been a human for 40 years, 45 years. You know what I mean? Like I just don't have these crises or this weight on my shoulder that other people have because I'm not married to this life. They could take me tomorrow. Okay, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't want them to because I still haven't been to Europe or Japan or Ghana. You know, I don't want them to. But like, if they take me tomorrow, they take me tomorrow. Like, I just don't, you know. And I look back at history, and one of the reasons how I stay hopeful, like humans keep doing what humans do. There's a large percentage of us that like are good, and we're just here. And we want to like raise our kids and enjoy our life. There's a small percentage that's evil, like does bad things and whatever, whatever. The numbers are always the numbers. If you look back at history and study it, you realize this. If you don't and you kind of stay stuck in right now and all you do is focus on the problems we have right now and it becomes a big deal, then yeah, you'll be all wrapped up and just, oh, it's a, but like if you, for me, I just try to transcend these everyday problems. Like I don't, I just want everybody to be happy, be cool. Whatever I can do to help that, I try to do. What I can't, I can't. Like, and 40 years from now, it's over. Like, I don't, it's just not serious to me. I just, it's just not serious to me. Like, you know, that's my outlook. That's what's helped me. Oh, I don't know, Lorenzo. I ain't gonna touch that one. Um, like if mom say you gotta find a job, depends on you. Like if you live in mom's house, if you on your own, you can do what you want. But yeah, if you live in mom's house and mom's like you need to get a job, I don't touch that one. I don't touch that one. Raven, oh, you from Nepal? Now you're in Croatia? Nice, nice. Oh, what up, Angela? What up, Angela? Good to see you. DJ Quan. People tell me that. They say you almost have a Buddhist mentality. I mean, I listen to Alan Watts says a lot on Zen and things of that nature. Um, so I do like I like to listen to different philosophies, learn about them, take what I take from them. Check this thing out called enjoying like facts. That's what I'm saying. We get too wrapped up. Think of all the billions of people who lived before us, and they was all worked up trying to figure it all out, solve everything. What happened? Like, and the world is what it is. Like, I just be chilling. I just be chilling. Like I don't know. Like I T Ramos, what up? Infinite Waters is doing his thing. This dude's doing his thing. Yeah, life definitely isn't serious. You could make it serious and you'd be stressed your whole life, but it's not. Graham, I do meditate, but I'm not like when I'm meditating. If I feel my mind drifting off too deep, because sometimes I'll let my mind drift when I'm meditating. But if I feel it's getting too going too far down, like if I start thinking about a specific thing, I'm meditating. I'm like, oh man, I gotta call the dentist and cancel that. Like if I no. I'll do some breath work there just to get my mind back, like, kind of cleared. But I don't really do any other like breath work or stuff like that. But I just kind of use breathing when I'm meditating to reset sometimes. Getting cross trained for a different area? Didn't you just get a different area or something different recently? What up, Melinda? You must be good, Angela. They always trying to get you to do something different. I don't think I've traveled freeform. I haven't traveled full time strictly from YouTube. I don't like. I'm trying to. I think 2022 was the longest I went without working, but I didn't really do any traveling. I had an apartment. Um, I might have done 3 months before. I might have traveled 3 months without working, or gone 3 months without working. Um, yeah, because I'm like even beginning of this year, January, February, March. I don't think I worked. So I think I was in Myrtle Beach, um, San Diego, Portland. I think. So yeah, I think I've done like three months before. Yeah, yeah. It's just hard. I mean, it all runs together. So it's it's hard. And like I don't you don't think about the time the amount of time where you're doing it. You just live. You're not working, and then when it's time to go back to work, I go back to work. But yeah, I'm sure I've gone 3 months. Yeah, without working before. Yeah. Orlando, how you doing? Praveen, thank you. Super Chat Squad. I appreciate the love and the support, Praveen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Are you leaving? It says next time. You leaving, Praveen? If so, see you later. Or are you just waving? The hippo is just waving. Anyway, thank you so much, Praveen, for the continued support. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Eric says, if life's not serious, what's the point of trying? I was always told if I reach a desk that if I reach I was always told that if our reach doesn't exceed our grasp, then what's the point of heaven? If our reach doesn't exceed our grasp, what's the point of heaven? I don't really know what that means, but if life isn't serious, what's the point of trying? Do you ever watch TV? Do you ever dance? Right? Dancing is a good one. Dancing is not serious. You dance for fun. So if dancing is not serious, why do you dance? Because you like to dance. It's fun to dance. Dancing brings you enjoyment. It's for me, it's the same with life. Like life brings me enjoyment. It's fun. So I do it. You know what I mean? It's a cool experience. So I do it. Even the times when it's not cool, like on the back end of it, the good times will come back around. Like something doesn't have to be serious for you to do it. You can just enjoy doing it. Honestly, I think the best things in life are things we don't consider serious. We just do them because we enjoy do them. Our hobbies, like if your passion becomes serious, it ain't your passion no more. If your hobbies get serious, it's not a hobby. Like that's why when people monetize their passions or hobbies, a lot of times they start to hate them because now it's serious or it's viewed as serious. You know what I mean? So like that's kind of how I view life. Like I don't want it to be serious. There doesn't have for me. There doesn't have to be some higher reason for this life. It's like, oh, I'm here on this planet called Earth as a human, and as a human, I can do some really awesome things. I can go on walks, I can take hikes, I can explore, I can travel, I can see different cultures, I can interact with other human beings. There's a lot of fun stuff I can do, so I do it. Like it doesn't have to be serious. It doesn't have to be a reason. I think that's why we're all so stressed because we're trying to make it so serious. It's got like when you take life seriously, then it has to work out. And that's why people get all stressed and anxious when it's not working out the way they think it has to work out in the serious model. But like when life's not serious, it's a lot easier to be like, it's always working out. Because life's doing what it does. Life is lifing, and I just go along with it. It's not serious, you know? Long as I'm good, I'm good. So yeah, like I life not being serious makes it a lot easier for me to live personally. Jose, yeah, I think people are fear mongering about AI because there is new, and we're always scared of new technology. We believe what we see in movies to be scripture for some reason. So the robots have always been the bad guy in the movies. Um, and I think people just aren't educated on AI. It's easy to not know anything about AI and hate AI. We always hate the things. We always hate new stuff we don't know nothing about. So I get why people are scared of it. I just know that 10 years from now we won't be. So um, I'm about to get the pro version of Chat GPT. Probably like today. Lonely girl TV, you found $20 in the public bathroom? Okay. It's a recession. Finders keepers. It's a recession. It's an economic downturn. Hey, that might have been your blessing for today. Nick, I have journaled before and it really was positive. Like there's stuff I'm not doing currently that I know when I start back will have a positive influence in my life. Journaling, meditation, all that stuff I think is wonderful. Oh, Angela, you're waiting for them to complete your training as a trainer, but right now you're doing your other job. Well, they always got you doing something, bro. Like, hey, you must be good. Oh, that's just an emoji for me. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Diamante, I would love to be able to hit the UK and Japan this year. I mean next year. But honestly, any two countries would do. But those are two places I really want to go to. Thank you, Jose. Super Chat Squad. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. 2025 could be my best year. Mark my words. Let's go. Let's do it. Hey, speak it into existence. The more you're like, hey, 2025 is gonna be my best year, the more your subconscious is like, okay, how do we make that happen? I feel like the universe, God is like, oh, like you gotta point the powers that help us out, you gotta give them a direction you're trying to go in. You know? I think there's blessings waiting for us, but like if you don't say what you it's like a kid, it's Christmas time. I've never been a parent, you know, but I would imagine if you're gonna buy your kids gifts, it's a lot easier if you know what they want, right? If they be like, I just want a PS5. They've been talking about PS5 all year. If you give them a PS5, they're happy. Easy. Fine. I know if I was a father, oh, that would be I don't want to don't make me guess what you want. What do you want? Um, Kind of like going out to eat with your girlfriend. What do you want to eat? Just tell me where you want to eat. We'll go. I don't want to play this game. Where do you want to tell me where to go? So I think it's kind of the same with the forces that help us in life. When we tell it, we give it a direction. It's okay. Boom. Now sometimes there's random blessings. Those are amazing. But I think like we don't give enough direction. Well, I would like, but it's like, nah, 2025 is going to be that year, my best year ever. Now there's direction. Oh, how do we make this the best year ever for Jose? Let's get to work on that. Boom. Firm believer in that. Yeah, Lonely Girl. That's kind of where I got the idea from was Alan Watts. Like when he started talking about life not being serious, I was like, because I used to listen to Alan Watts on the way to work, and I always had better days. I always because it was like an hour drive from Bozeman to Big Sky when I worked in Montana. I always had a better was in a better mood when I got to work when I listened to Alan Watts as opposed to like listening to like music. Um, so I would listen to a lot of it in the mornings and sometimes on the way home for work. But like, yeah, when he would talk about life not being serious, I'd be like, he's right. Like, who taught me it was serious? Who? Like when I was a kid, it wasn't serious, right? You just roam around, play, explore. Like, who taught me it was serious? It's the programming. See you later, Robin. Do I think a New World Order is being implemented for the future? I think New World Order is just another one of those. Like we grab a hold of these concepts and we I think the rich and powerful are always going to do what the rich and powerful do. They're always looking for ways to get more power. That goes back to, caveman days. Oob oob boob and his and, and his thugs were trying to take the caves over. You know what I mean? The rich and powerful always trying to get more wealth, get more power. They just do it in different ways depending on what century you're in, what technology. I don't put fancy me personally, I don't put fancy titles on it and get all they always they do what they do. Power hungry people want more. I shouldn't say the rich and powerful. Some of the rich and powerful, because not all. But people, power hungry people are always trying to get more power, get more wealth, get more. But that's just the beginning of time. That's what I say. Like once you look back at history, you don't get as afraid of the future because it's always the same thing. Once again, we get new technologies, they do it differently, but it's the same thing. War is still war. We kill each other. We just use different weapons. It still sucks. It always sucked. It always will suck. I don't know why we do it, but we do it. War is war. Sometimes it comes. The quest for power is you know what I mean? Lust is it's all the same game. There's nothing new under the sun. Solomon said that 3,000 years ago. He know nothing about technology, AI. You know what I mean? Nothing new under the sun. It's the same game. It's always the same game. So I just don't get worked up because I know what's going to happen. More of the same. There's going to be a lot of the bad stuff we keep doing to each other, and then bad goes on for so long, and then it gets good always conquers overall, and then we have some peaceful times, some good times, then it gets crazy again. Different regions, different stuff pops. It's always the same game. You just get the hand you get, and that's not to diminish anybody's pain or suffering, but like you get the hand you get, you live it, but it's always the same thing. Hey, I'm glad to hear that, lonely girl. I'm glad to hear that. Tay, how you doing? I'm way behind these comments. It was a good one today. Oh, EE, if you scared of journaling, you don't have to do a physical journal. You can do like an online journal. If you're scared of somebody coming and reading it, you can online journal, password protected. Moms can't get in that unless you make it like an obvious password, like you know your cat's name and your birthday. But that's somebody's password. Gotcha. But yeah, you can journal online and just password it. Have I ever felt that something bad that happened was my fault, even though it wasn't? I don't think so. I don't think I ever like truly believe that. Yeah, Patrick, and a lot of the things we're seeing, right now. The reason we're irritated by AI video is because we haven't had it before, so we're used to seeing video a certain way. In future, when we've had AI video for forever, it won't. You know what I mean? Like there'll be a bear the size of a skyscraper crossing the street. Yeah, like we will realize in future, AI is just us using our imaginations to create stuff, right? So it won't bother us because we'll see it everywhere. Now we're so used to everything we saw was real for the most part that we're annoyed when we see something that looks kind of real but isn't real. But after 5 years, what I mean, we'll know the difference. Or we won't believe anything we see in video unless someone tells us is real, unless they can prove it's real. Um, unless there's like 5 or 6 people record it. Then we'll be like, oh, that must have, you know what I mean? So like it bothers us now, but we'll get used to it. You know what I mean? Like it won't be, you know, it'll just be regular, I think. Um, I think the economy will have a correction eventually. I don't know when, but I think eventually it's gonna run out of steam. And double E, that you said, sometimes I feel like I haven't achieved enough, so I don't allow myself to feel good, treat myself. It's like I need to achieve higher and higher goals to feel fulfilled. And that's programmed because I would imagine, and I always want to tell you, kids are as close to enlightenment as many of us will ever, most of us will ever get when you were a child. You didn't feel that way as a child. You just were happy. If you know, those are like good childs. You're just happy to get up and play. Spend time with your sisters, your dad, your mom, your brother, like your friends. There was no sense of like you had to achieve. Now, once we got into public schools and we start getting indoctrinated, then came this ideal of like you have to like justify your existence. Why? Now, the reason we're indoctrinated that way is because not only do they give you the programming, you need to justify your existence, they also give you the programming of like, and a great way to do that is work. Come work for us. Justify your existence through work. You see it all comes together. Um, but that's all programmed. That's all programmed. That's not natural. Left to your own devices, like if you like there's very few of them now, but back in the 80s when they still could find some people um, who lived close to how our ancestors all lived. And if you think back to like how our ancestors lived, they just needed a place to stay, they needed food to eat, they needed warm clothes, and then they just hung out. You know what I mean? Like as long as they were had everything they needed, they just enjoyed each other's company. They hung out. Did they go to war occasionally? That type of stuff? Yeah, but like there was no ideal. And when they used to find people who didn't have a lot of contact with the modern world, those people were always like I mean, even if you read about like the Native Americans here in America, they were just very mystified about this European ideal, some of the European ideals of always having to do stuff. It's not it's like learned as we get more civilized that programming gets deeper, you know but it's learned, was taught. Because at the end of the day, like you don't have to justify your existence. Um, and what happens too is people keep, like you said, they keep it's there's no level. If that was true, you think, oh, I just need to achieve to this level, I'll be happy. That's my happiness level. No, people just endlessly do it. There are people who are CEOs of Fortune 500 companies who don't think done enough. I gotta get to be blah blah blah. I'm worth 50 million. I gotta be worth it never ends because it's just a program that says you must always do better. That is a pointless program. Like that's an unwinnable game. It's an unwinnable game. So it's much better if you can realize, like, oh, I was just taught that that's an unwinnable game. Hey, what game do I want to play? And by the way, if it's my game, I'm gonna win. You know what I mean? So it's just like you don't have to play that game. Once you realize, oh, they got me playing some winnable game. What game do I want to play? Like, what genuinely makes me feel good? What makes me happy? What genuinely will make me feel fulfilled? Because most of us find it's not made. You find lots of like I've talked to parents and like once they realize they don't want to play that game no more, they're just fulfilled taking care of their kids. Hey, I just do what I got to do, provide, a roof over my head, food for my kids. I love nothing better than just coming home, spending time with my family, taking trips with them on the weekend. I just want to do that rest of my life till the kids is grown. You know what I mean? Like the stuff we really care about, the stuff that really makes us fulfilled, it's simple. It may not be easy to do always, but like it's simple, you know? And it has like a level where you're like, I'm winning, as opposed to that game where like you never win. You can the highest heights, and you keep going. You keep going. Why does Jeff Bezos go to work every day? Who's he trying to be? Anyway, that was good. That was good. Thank you for that question. Tim, hey, you're gonna start a Tim the Maximalist podcast? Blessed, blessed, blessed. So wishing financial freedom and abundance for everyone. Thank you. Same to you. Hey, see you later, Angela. Oh yeah, the system is definitely by design, James. Definitely, definitely. Yeah, and it's set up so that once they get you in it, it's hard to get out. It's possible, but it's hard to get out. Yeah, Josh. And that's why I always say like I think the goal should be to like try to use the system to break free for the system, or to use the system to get what you want out of life. A lot of people are just in the system and they think the system is going to take care of them. That's like the problem. But if you're just like in the system, using the system to live the life, that's fine. Somebody people say that like stuff like this. Somebody was like, "Oh, Tim, you're in the system too. YouTube is part of the system, and you make money off YouTube, so you're part of the system too." And I was like, "I never said I wasn't in the system or using the system. I work too, like you know what I mean." But like I'm using the system to live my life. I'm still living my life. I'm not wrapped up in the system thinking that's going to bring me what I'm looking for. That's the difference, you know. Thank you, Praveen. Super Chat Squad coming through again. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Praveen. Thank you. So wait, I love the emojis for uses. I love it. Thank you so much, Praveen, for the continued support. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Adonis, you find that with a lot of, especially like online and stuff. And there's nothing wrong with being productive. There's nothing wrong with working. The things you want in life will take work, but the ideal that like, yeah, you constantly have to be improving, doing better, level up, blah blah blah, da 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 da, 1% better every day by the end. It's like, bro, some days I just want to chill. Some days I just want to live. If I'm constantly trying to improve, when do I get to live? When do I get to enjoy the last 6 months of improvement? Sometimes I just want to live, bro. Other times I'm like, all right, let's grind, let's do boom, boom, boom. But it's like I need to be able to enjoy the grind, enjoy the benefits from the hustle. I don't need to be like every single day working on myself and trying to get back. Like I'll do that. Some days I want to enjoy the new me. If I've worked on myself and bettered myself, sometimes I want to enjoy that. I want to give myself grace to be like, hey, this is the new me. This feels really good. We're just going to enjoy this level for a while. Give me a little bit. I might look at something else. That's why in my life, there'll be things I identify as like, I want to work on that. And I'll be like, but I'm not doing it right now. Because right now I'm chilling. I'm giving myself grace and realizing that currently I'm experiencing what it's like to be a human being. And sometimes as human beings, you have this issue you have. Fine. I didn't ask for it. It's just here. Am I going to work on it one day? Probably. Right now, I'm not going to because I want to enjoy it. You know what I mean? I'm not putting that strain on me right now. The day comes when I'm like, you know what? It's time. Boom. Put the strain, put the stress. Let's get to it. But it's just like, yeah, like, you don't always have to be always working on something. It's okay to enjoy your life. You know, it's okay to be happy with where you are. It's okay to be content. Contentment doesn't mean you're done. You can be content. I'm good where I'm at now. I might do a little more, but I'm good now. Rich, I do think yes. It if I'm a big believer in getting out of comfort zones, but I also believe there's nothing wrong with enjoying your comfort zone for a while. You've built this comfort zone, enjoy it for a little bit. But like if you want to reach different levels, then yeah, you'll have to push outside your comfort zone. But you don't have to if you don't want to. And this is why I've changed my thinking recently. Because like if someone just wants to build a comfort zone and stay in that, that is fine. It's their life. But if someone has some goals or some dreams that are them and not that just goals and dreams society put on them, but their goals and dreams are like, hey, I really want to do this. It's going to take coming out the comfort zone. So yeah, there are times if you want certain things, you're gonna have to put in the work, you're gonna have to come out the comfort zone, but it's also okay not to. It's okay to there to be a balance. I leveled up to here, I'm doing this, I'm gonna enjoy this for a while. Then when I feel it's time, I'm gonna go do this. Would the 26-year-old Tim sit and listen to the current Tim's words of wisdom? Probably not. Probably not. No, no. What's today? Monday night? I'd be drinking. It's 3 o'clock. I'd be at work, but I'd been drunk. I was. Shout out to 26-year-old Tim. He had a lot of fun. Different type of fun, but he still had a lot of fun. Yeah, Diamante, you're right. The program is powerful, man. I understand. Understand. It's like, man, if I'm not constantly working, constantly doing blah blah blah, I might run out. Might not be enough. But once again, that's programming. Like we're taught to think of it that way, as opposed to the opposite of like, hey, I'm gonna work as much as I feel right, and like, if for some reason that's not enough, I'll just have to go out and get some more. That's the thing. You bring in enough firewood for the fire. If sometime during the night you realize, oh, I don't have enough wood, it sucks, but you just go out and get some more wood. You don't fill the whole house up with fire. You know what I mean? Like if someone had a wood burning stove, and you go in their house and it's nothing but firewood, and you like, why all this wood? It's like I don't want to run out, but you like, couldn't you just bring in enough wood for tonight? And then like if you ran out, you just go get this. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. Like we just have that deal of like I have to have enough, and like because if I ever run out, it's over. It's like no, you could just go make some more money. Like it might suck for a little bit, but you just go get what you need. Like but yeah, the programming teaches us no. Now, once again, you notice the programming always has a reason. The programming always points you in the direction of like where they want you to go. Ooh, you might not have enough money. You better keep working for us. The program, like the programming, don't point you in the direction of nothing for you. Oh man, if it wasn't so bad, it'd be funny. Oh man. What up, Larry Glass? Blessed. I don't have a favorite genre of music. If it's good, it's good. UK in the building. What's up, Naomi? Late night over there. Okay. Ricky, someone asked this earlier, but like I don't. I have journaled in the past, but I'm not currently journaling. But I do have an online journal that I've been using for a while, and Facebook does the memories. It'll email me and be like, "You posted this 7 years ago," which is kind of cool because I was journaling a lot more. Um, like recently, a lot of the journals from it's been showing me the stuff from like 2016. Um, So it's been showing me stuff from like my summer in Alaska. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. Philip plays like the videos. Thank you. Thank you. Glad to hear it. Thank you. Thor loves him too from China. Okay. Okay. We here. Are those bots? I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh, these might be bots. 3 people in a row. Say they love. I like your videos. Love your videos. Big fan of your content. Are these bots? If you're not bots, I apologize. Um, it's just they came back to back. I'm like, wait a second. Uh, Info fact, Danny, how's it going? Annie, I've not talked about the draw. Oh, lag, you're not a bot. Thank you. Okay, Philip, you're not a bot. Okay, cool. Sorry. Sorry. I apologize. They just came. Got to watch these days. They just came. So I appreciate that. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Oh, that makes me feel good. Thank y'all. I'm sorry y'all was giving me love, and I'm like, this is the robot. I apologize. I apologize. Um, I have not talked about the drones because I don't know. I just found out about them in the elevator the other day. Um, I don't know what to think. But once again, I'm a. Will we ever probably really know the true story? and B, it ain't got nothing to do with me. They're not doing nothing. So, yeah, 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 yeah. Then again, Philip and Lago, that's exactly what a bot would say. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm messing with you. Or you've been watching the videos with subtitles? Okay, okay, cool. I apologize for all the ums and ahs. Uh, I didn't do that on purpose. I just have that pop up with the subtitles. I wonder if those don't show up in the subtitles. I feel like they might cut those out. Monkey, yeah, I don't really have any pictures from I don't keep physical pictures, and I can't. I wish I could access my old MySpace, but I can't. So yeah, I don't have any pictures from my 20s. I wish I did. Um, but yeah, yeah, I don't have. Yeah, I had like one or two. Um, I had saved when I was like out partying, the chicks, but I even lost those. So yeah, I don't have any pictures of my 20s. Nah, kind of wish I did. Hey, Philip, videos help inspire you to leave your garbage job back in September. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Fitzpatrick won. Glad you could catch it live. Frodos, I've been to Mexico 3 times. I'm probably going to go back because I want to go to Mexico City. Definitely want to go to Sweden. I got a friend who lives there. I promised her many years ago I would come visit one day. So we got to do that. And Australia too. I love Australian accent. It's like the best accent. So I got to get to Australia. No, this was a Canada Dry ginger ale. Ginger ale is good for your stomach, so I drink ginger ale. Clint Perry, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Super Chat Squad, I appreciate the love. Thank you, Clint. Thank you, thank you. What's the mic drop? Let's do it. I like that one too. Thank you, Clint. Good to see you. I appreciate the continued support so much. Thank you, thank you. CP. All right. I don't know why I'm cracking myself up today. I don't know. Thank you, Clint. Why ask why? Drink Canada Dry. Remember what's their is that still their slogan? I don't even know about the slogans no more. I don't be watching commercials like that. Have I ever thought about doing shadow boxing for a workout? No, no. I'm straight. I like the Irish accent too. Scottish is probably awesome too. Yeah, Scottish is a good one too. I gotta get to Ireland and Scotland. Ricky, the first video you saw was back in 2021. Yes. From then on, you have positively impacted my way of life. Thank you, Ricky. Um, Thank you. I mean, and, in comments like that, seriously, those are the things that you know. Part of the reason I think I can be like, oh, they can take me tomorrow because doing something you enjoy doing that other people get value from, I think is one of the best things in life. Like, what else is there? So thank you, Ricky. Thank you. No one like Tika. I actually encourage people to thrive in life. My whole message is to get people to live the best life ever. It's just that it goes against society's ideal of thriving, which is why the message is necessary. I promise you, anybody who's watched some of my videos and felt inspired by it and maybe now lives a different type of lifestyle or whatever, I don't think they feel deprived. And I think yeah, society looks at it different. But my whole message is live your life, enjoy your life. You don't have to spend your whole life acquiring the stuff everyone around you says. Do what you want to do. Acquire the stuff you want to acquire, not the stuff the trappings of success that other people say you should have. That's the message. I don't never tell nobody be in survival mode. I don't live in survival mode. I be chilling. I'm good. I'm up. Right. So you know what I mean? So but the only reason I can say that is because I left behind the American dream and all this other stuff that I didn't care about. If you care about the American dream, go for it. If that's truly going to make you happy, go for it. It wasn't going to make me happy. I'm happier now because I do what I like to do. So I'm thriving being me as opposed to like, and that's what's crazy, you know? So many people who think they're trying to strive in life, excuse me, who think they are like trying to be successful are in struggle mode. They on the struggle bus. I see so many people struggling, trying to maintain a lifestyle, putting themselves deeper, deeper in debt, trying to maintain a lifestyle to show they're successful. They're the ones struggling. Meanwhile, I know people flip side of the coin who let all that go and they're thriving. The average person might not look at them and say they're thriving, but they're like the happiest they've ever been. They're spending time with loved ones. They're taking trips. They're, you know what I mean? Like they're happy. They're in a good headspace. They're content. So like that's what it's my message definitely is about thriving. But in the world we live in, it might come off like I'm telling people to just survive. But I'm like, no, like ask around. Ask around. People happy around here. Like it's crazy, you know? Oh man, you like the French accent? Okay. Yeah, April, you gotta make sure you got enough free time to enjoy your life. Like people don't be enjoying that life, man. Monkey, if I had a girlfriend and I had the money, I could afford for her to just chill. Sure, I don't care. Like if it was that, yeah, and if I could afford it, yeah. Now if I can't afford it, I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not right there. I'm not there yet, sis. Um, but like if I had it, yeah, let's do it. Let's get it. Yeah, if I had the money and I'm like going to Portland, yeah, I'm gonna be like, hey, you want to come to Portland? Let's do it. Like, yeah, if I got the money, I don't care. Like, I would want her to travel with me. Yeah, if I got the money and I want to, yeah, let's get it. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, if I got it, we got it. And I'm like that with my friends. You know what I mean? Like, if I got it, we got it. I'm not stingy money wise. Like, if I'm trying to do something, I'm always the guy who's like, hey, let's go out to dinner. You drive, I'll buy. Like, I just don't. I just not stingy like that. Like, if I got it and we trying to do something, like, let's do it. I think people who create art to escape the madness of the world is amazing. Whatever your outlet is, go for it. You know. Yeah, Steven, I'm in another Airbnb. Yeah. We while we're in 2025, we're definitely trying to we're going to find a home base. Until then, Airbnb it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? What up, Rose? Nah, if we're dating or in a relationship, I'm not gonna ghost you. Like, nah, that's wrong. Um, we gonna talk it out like adults. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still in Denver, Rose. I'm not in the city. I'm not downtown anymore though. Peace, blessing, prosperity to you too, Tika. Yeah, I'm in the we in the burbs. We in the burbs now. Downtown was cool. Like that was the longest I ever spent straight in a downtown area. Part of the reason I booked that Airbnb um was so I could be downtown. Like we was downtown. Like it was right by 15th Street, 15th and Arapahoe, right across the street from the Four Seasons. Oh, 27th floor. We was okay. We was downtown. We was living that downtown life. You know what I mean? High rise apartment. We was. So like I wanted that. I'd never done that for that length of time. So downtown's definitely a vibe. But I was like, I want to get kind of further out. So Do I think 12-month apartment leases will go away? I think they'll be here, but I think there will be more flexibility going forward. As more people realize you don't have to sign a 12-month lease. Most people think 12 or 15, that's all I got. But I think as more people realize there's other options, you know, fewer people will feel like they have to do a 12 or 15. Corrali, what up? Thor, I'm thinking going forward, I'll twice a week maybe live streaming. Now I just do it whenever I want to. But I am gonna try to be a little more strict about scheduling and uploading and things like that. So um I'm thinking twice a week moving forward. To ghost someone means you just never talk to them again. Like you just go ghost. Has anyone ever ghosted me in real life? Oh, totally, totally. Yeah. I've been ghosted. Yeah. I mean, not as much these days because I don't really be dating, but like when I used to be in them streets, yeah, I used to get ghosted. But back then I used to like my thing is just like if we're not like actively dating or in a relationship, I understand ghosting. If we've only hung out a couple times, spent a couple nights together, and then she ghosts me, I get it. It might hurt a little, but I get it. So like there's no rules, I think, until you really start. Or she just fires off a text is like, hey, this been fun, but cool. Like so I get like if it's nothing serious, people just disappearing or whatever. But like if you really in a thing, I think you should say something. Do I think less people will be tempted to buy homes, apartments? I don't think so because I do feel like like the prices will have to come down. Um, we have this idea that house prices go up forever. That's not true. So I think it's not beyond the realm of possibility that 5, 10 years from now the real estate market is totally different than it is now, and like everybody's buying a house. Yeah, yeah. I've realized that Victoria. Yeah, when I was coming up, they was like never ask a woman her age, which always seemed weird. Yeah, that's not a rule no more. So yeah. Lux Life Liberty. If I'm in an Airbnb that has Wi-Fi, I use the Wi-Fi, but I have a VPN. I use NordVPN. It's 12.99 a month. So I've never had any issues. Actually, I just got my VPN this year. Before that, I didn't, and I didn't have any issues, but I should have had one. Um, but now I have a VPN. So as soon as I turn my laptop on, I log into my VPN, turn that on. It's a virtual private network, so that keeps my information safe. If I'm somewhere that doesn't have good Wi-Fi, then I'll use my mobile data. But um, on where's it at? One of the reasons I have two phones is this phone is like my work YouTube, unlimited phone. Um, so which I have unlimited on my. I think everybody's got unlimited, but back when you all phones weren't totally unlimited, I got this one. Um, but even with unlimited, like sometimes they'll try to if you live stream too much, you know what I mean? Like if I sit and live stream for 5 hours from my phone, sometimes they can get weird with the data. So yeah, I have just this phone for like YouTube solely if I need it. Yeah. No, I haven't set my next set of travel plans. I don't even know. Like I genuinely don't know past January what I'm doing. So there's some places I want to go, but honestly, I always this is what's funny. I always have like time this time of year, but it's cold everywhere. Half the world's cold right now. Most of the places I want to go is cold, it's snowing. I can't go, but this is always the time of year, or I don't want to go. This is always the time of year I have the free time to go places. Because like the summer, a lot of times I work, so we may have to change that up this year. Oh yeah, I've been ghosted. They be like, that Tim guy's weird. Well, in the past, they used to be like, that Tim guy gets too drunk. That's why I would get ghosted in the past. A lot of times, because I'd get drunk. We'd have a couple good hangouts, and then I get super drunk one night, and they wouldn't call me back no more. Am I open to having kids? No, and it has nothing to do with this day and age. I just don't want kids. It could be 1950. I'd be like, I don't want kids. I would imagine. Yeah. It depends, Steven. Some Airbnbs, like the one I was just in, it was a two-bedroom apartment, so she was in one room, I was in the other. Other ones, it might just be a room attached to the house. I've stayed like in Vegas. I stayed in a guest house one time, so it was like out back. All different types, all different types. Um, I prefer to kind of have my own kind of self-contained space, but it depends. Come to Wisconsin. I'm trying to beat her this summer, Kendra. I got a friend who lives in Wisconsin, which I need to text her. But I'm trying to come there this summer. Yeah, I mean, there's all different types of Airbnbs. Like there's yeah, yeah. There's I don't think there's any usual on Airbnb. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different types. Like it's which is what I love about it, is that it's not a set. You can kind of play around with like what you want or what you get. So I do, independent on your coins, you can do hey, I would prefer a suite, but like if my coins ain't sweet coins this month, I can just rent a room in a house with like five other Airbnb rooms. I do like that aspect of it. John, I don't really want to get into it, but some of my other family members, we have discussions occasionally. Miss Grace, I've been to the Philippines. Yeah, I've been to 2019. I went to Manila. Yeah. Yeah, Josh, I don't think I'm gonna make Myrtle Beach this year. If I did, it wouldn't be a month like usual. The place I usually stay is renovating, so they didn't have like the monthly rentals. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do Myrtle Beach this year. Monkey finesse. I don't like if I'm at work. I don't snitch in general. So like, yeah, I don't. It ain't my job to tell on people at work. Like I don't care enough. Unless like if I'm in a management position or something, or like I'm the man. Like if it's a good, if you're let me paint a picture. If you're the slacker dude who's always bringing the team down, and I got good managers and good coworkers, and you always causing problems, and you down the hallway drinking, yeah, I might go in the office and be like, you might want to go down the hallway. I'm not gonna say it's you. I'm not gonna say what you're doing, but I might tell somebody like, you might want to go down that hallway, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But like, if you just a regular employee, you having a bad day, and I walk past and you taking a sip out your flask, I don't care. I don't care. But if you trouble, nah, Praveen, I talk to my dad maybe once every 2 months. I'm just not a need to talk to people every day type person. You know, I have not been to Europe. I looked at Hilton Head. I'm good. I like Myrtle Beach. I like Myrtle Beach. I'm sure I'll go next year. Like I'm gonna call well in advance and get my situation next year. But and like I said, I could see maybe go for a week or something. But I don't know if I could justify the plane ticket staying for a week. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. John the Don. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Super Chat Squad. Thank you so much, John. Thank you. Let me give you a like on that. Thank you so much, John, for the support. Said hoping to win the lottery in 2025 or now. Wish me luck. You kind of look like Tyson. Oh, okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. Good luck on winning the lottery now, 2025, 2037, whatever. Whenever your number comes up, good luck. Good luck, John. Good luck. Hit the numbers. And I appreciate the love. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, see you later, Diamante. Tubby 315, new subscriber. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the journey. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming through, saying what's up. Always love to hear from the new people and the OGs. You know, it's always cool. Thank you. Yeah, the numbers been looking good. Oh, we just hit 180, 180K. Like I was like on my phone doing something. Um, and like when I switch between, when you switch between accounts, it tells you your subscriber number. And it was 179. And I went to another account, I was doing something, and then I came back to this account and it was 180. I was like, yes. I forget most people don't have multiple YouTube accounts. But yeah, yeah, hit 180. Yeah, Steven. Yeah, minimalism. There's no rules. It's not a religion. Do what you want. But it is easy to fall into that trap of like, I got too much. It's you. Gonna take a nap in the truck, John. All right, all right. A lot of people going to bed now. Okay, respect. Can I ride a skateboard? No, no. I don't think I've ever tried. Maybe like once when I was young. No, no. Thank you, Brew by Nature. Yeah, man, hits that 180K. Feels good. You always got to wait a little bit to make sure it doesn't go back down. I had that happen once. Well, I forget what number it was, but I hit like 145, and then I checked back later. It was back to 144. I was like, what? And it took a day or so. It went back up, but I was like, what? Like that hurt. I was like, how did who which one which one you unsubscribe? Watching y'all. No, but yeah, yeah, yeah. We making moves, man. The sun just set in Raleigh. Oh yeah, it is that time of year. You're gonna spend more and save less in 2025. Hey, retire 2019. If that's the plan, go for it. Sometimes you got to spend the money. Sometimes you got to spend the money, especially if you spent years saving the money. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to spend the money, man. Um, you know, saving's great, but you save for a reason, and that's to eventually spend it on something. I know you believe that. Die with zero. You know what I mean? So like, you gotta spend the money sometime, right? Treat yourself. You know. Have I heard of the siesta lifestyle? What is that? Taking a nap after lunch? If doctor going to travel domestically, internationally, nice. I've not used AI to create. Have I used AI to create music? No, no, no. I've used it to create. I actually use it to create a thumbnail yesterday. You'll know when you see it. But yeah, I'm about to get the paid version of ChatGPT. I'm really about to ramp up my usage of AI, just to help out in some of the areas that I'm not very strong in, which I think is AI's purpose. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that. Oh, you had $4,000 your 401k. Forgot about Jordan. Oh, nice. That's always fun. That's always fun. Indy says, "How to not worry about money in 2025." In, in order to answer that, you gotta have to know a person's financial situation. Um, because like if you're low currently, you're probably gonna worry a little about it. But there's people who are up and still worry about money. So it's kind of like, is it a I'm just worrying about money no matter what, or is it like I'm struggling, so I'm worried about it? Because the answer to that one is like easy. It's like, well, when your coins come back up, you won't be worried. Fortunes rise and fall in an instant. You know what I mean? But if it's someone who's just like, no matter what, I'm always worried about money. Well, then it's like it's a mindset thing. Lisa Line, what up? Been a while. How you doing? I'm good. I'm good. Blessed. Blessed. Moment of essence. You're leaving Vermont. It was so cold. Oh, this is another cold place. At least family will be there. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Ooh, the slow life in Spain, Italy, Portugal is common. People don't wake up until around 8 or 9. From 2 to 5, people close down shops and nap. Eat, walks the gym. People eat late around 10. I like that. I like that. I need to get over to Portugal's. I'm telling you, man, I would love to be able to like do Europe this summer. Like 3 months in Europe, 2 months, 2 months in Europe. Do Europe. But I want to do it with somebody. Uh there's a joke in there. Will you make more minimalism videos? I'm sure I will. Minimalism is another one of those things that like kind of like sobriety. It's just part of who I am now. I don't think about it a lot, so I have to actively be like, okay, make a minimalism video. Whereas some other stuff, I'm kind of going through it, so I think, oh, that'd be good. But yeah, I'll make more minimalism videos. Go to Europe solo. I probably will end up having to. I don't want to though. I've been traveling solo for 10 years. You know what I mean? So it's like I kind of want to see some of these places with people, but I'll go by myself if I have to. But it's like, man, I kind of want to experience travel with someone. I think I did my time solo. You know, I think I've done my time solo. It's just like I kind of want to switch it up and go with somebody. Moment, you want to go to Portugal? Okay. Okay. When we going? When we going? You paying? No, I'm messing with you. Praveen trying to go too. Oh, Praveen wants to go solo. Okay. Okay. John, I'm love it. Yeah, I'm like I know I've always wanted to go to England. Like that's yeah. I just gotta. I'm gonna have to take my own advice and just set the date, buy the ticket. Which when I do Europe, it probably won't be scripted. Like I'll probably just fly into Heathrow and then just have a list of the places I want to go, and we just hop on the trains, or what I mean. We might just do it pretty impromptu. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, we can make that happen. You go to Spain January through March. Oh, nice, Adonis. Nice, nice. Big change happening in a couple of weeks. In a few weeks, yes. Moving to where your partner lives. Oh, nice, Lisa. Nice, nice. Small isolated town. Love always wins. Hey, it usually does. That's awesome. That's awesome. Glad to hear that. Moving for love. That's good. That's good. K Top is on day 8 of 365 days no alcohol. I don't think I have a problem. I just want to see uh if you can go a whole year without it. Oh, nice, nice, nice. You'll learn. You'll learn. Going a whole year. Yeah, that'll let you know. Josh, you in France right now? Oh, nice, nice. Everybody moving. Everybody out doing something. You don't want to go on vacation with your uncle, Ricky? That's cool. Don't invite people in your life without their permission. That's actually deep. That's actually deep. You'll pay for the food moments? Well, yeah. I mean, because you know me, I don't really eat. I feel like the food is the cheapest part. It's like, oh, so I get the flights and the accommodation. Oh, what did I just try to hit? Uh-oh. It said I didn't have access to this feature. I didn't even know what I was doing. Um, it just popped on my screen. So you don't have access to this feature. I'm like, what? Yeah, I feel like the food is the cheap part. Hey, easier said with Meg. 2025 gonna be the best year ever. Totally abroad all year. Nice, nice. Oh yeah, we're still here, Nick. You know us. Praveen might be back in 20 minutes. Okay, okay. Yeah, it might be like Vita. K. I was just thinking that K Top. You might get a couple months in and forget all about it. You know what I mean? You might forget that it's a challenge, or you just like if you you might just stop thinking about it. Like one day you look up, it's like, oh, this was only supposed to be a year. It's been like 15 months. Like, yeah. Oh, my skin looks. No, thank you, thank you. I know what I meant to tell y'all. I'll probably do it in a short too. Hold on. I gotta give me 1 second. I'm gonna take a break and then I got something to show y'all. Hold on. Bring the volume back up. Okay, so some of y'all might have been in my stream recently where I mentioned that I had run out of body wash and like I didn't want to go to the store and just buy. It just made me realize I was like, man, I just been, you know, just buying what I just thought about it. I'm like, I just been putting whatever cheap body wash I could find on my skin for like so many years. And I'm like, what am I putting on my like I don't even know. Like I'm getting stuff from the Dollar Tree and bathing in it. And then I just started thinking about my deodorant. And I was like, I'm not just putting anything on my body anymore. I was like, I'm not. So I only bathed with water for a few days until I found something. Boom. So I want to show y'all body wash, lotion, deodorant, toothpaste. Okay. You, you, your boy went around, he asked a few questions. Um, I got a really good friend. Shout out to my friend Jessica. Jessica. She's into a lot of stuff like that. Um, got some advice from her, hopped on, whatever Amazon, but like um, we trying to get natural, more natural. And this is just round one. Okay. This is just round one. Okay, we're gonna get even deeper into that. But step one, round one, is being more discerning about what we put on our body, what we brush our teeth with, what lotion we put on. But that's step one, round one. So I just wanted to let y'all know we making changes. And to let y'all know I wasn't still bathing with just water because people are like, that's gross. Um, we leveling up. Thank you. I know some of y'all been on that. I know, man, y'all, I'm late. But like we here now. I might be late to the party, but like when I show up, it gets lit. So we here. We here. You know? Gotta switch it up, man. Next is food. Next is a diet. So part of the reason I want to home base is like it's hard for me to eat healthy. Like I'm probably gonna have to start cooking to eat healthier. Hard to do that on the road. So that's part of the reason too. It's like I need a home base because like, you know, next is cooking, So yeah, we working. I just thought about that. I'm like, bro, I just been putting whatever 3.99 body wash I could find. I'm like, it's crazy. These chemical, I'm not doing it. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom. Cotton sheets because they have a higher vibrational frequency than polyester. Good to know. Good to know. What up, Mike? Mike, what's good? What's good? Hey, hey, hey! I know. Eat good. Always eat good when I come through and see Mike. Always eat good. always eat good, and we have a good time. But the food is always top notch. I'm one day, Mike. I'm trying to get on your level. Actually, I know I'll never get on that level of cooking. But one day, I'm trying to just get to where, like, yeah, just the smart thing about it. I'm just like, you get tired of ordering DoorDash. Like I was like, I need to get somewhere where I can cook. Maybe not every night, but you know what I mean. But like somewhere where I'm like, all right. And that's gonna help me with budgeting and stuff, which I hate the B word, but that's gonna help me with budgeting, stuff like that. Is just like to be able to go to the store, buy groceries. Okay, this is my food for the week. I don't have to spend no more money on food this week. That'll be new for me. So yeah, man. I'm trying to get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. You know, if a company offered me cash for ad reads, would you do it? It depends on the company. If it was a company that I believed in or thought was a good company or something I thought would benefit y'all, I would. Um, Other than that, no. And the money would have to be right. Because I've had offers before, but like the money wasn't right. It's some days I'm like, man, I need to get sponsorships, and other days I'm like, I'm glad I've been on YouTube for 10 years and never had to take a check. You know what I mean? So like, I'm not against it, but like the right situation come along, cool. Until then, I'm chilling. John said eggs. Eggs are healthy. I feel like John works for the egg farm. Works for the egg company. What does that mean? I'm joking. Oh, Vita, I was on. You saw me on another YouTube channel. They was talking good. Yeah, my content's kind of been getting, you know, used a little bit here lately. I'm like, we back. We back. Dave Chappelle eats boiled eggs on the road. Okay, you don't eat them at home. Oh, Mecca, you make all your own skincare, hair care, deodorant, toothpaste, mouthwash. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm reading, by the way, all the recommendations. Thank you. I'm reading them. Leah said, "When did you spiritually awaken? Realize being at what age?" I don't know if I am spiritually awakened. I'll say I started down the path. Um, 30s, late mid 30s ish, somewhere in the mid 30s, I think. Praveen coming through again. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Super Chat Squad. Thank you so much, Praveen. I appreciate the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your backs. Yeah, retired 2019. I wish I lived near Winco. Man, I miss Winco foods. Man, I miss Winco. Man, I love me some Winco foods. I would work at Winco Foods. James B cooks 90% of your meals at home, pretty much the same meals every day because you got fitness goals. I respect that. Gym 6 days a week and healthy food. Let's go. Let's go. I'll tell you, like a lot of I'm like 10 years behind. I realize this about me. What most people are doing at like 25, I start doing at 35. What most people are doing at 35, I do at 45. Like I'm behind, um, as far as a lot of stuff. So I do feel like y'all gonna see some changes. And that's why I want to find a home base because a lot of the stuff I want to do, for me, some people can do it on the road. I just kind of need stability in that aspect, to do a lot of the things that this phase of my life I'm trying to do. You know, for the past 10 years, 35 to 45, I think I was definitely in the travel all over the place phase and I loved it. It's great. But I think I'm phasing more into like, I'm still gonna travel, do my stuff, but like, it's like, okay, we need a little more stability, or a lot more stability for what we're trying to do now. And those are a lot of the things like eating healthier, I don't know if I'd ever go to the gym, but getting some type of whatever, beyond just walking, which is fine. But so yeah, we'll see. Yeah, laundry detergent. I always use the free and clear. But yeah, we'll have to figure out laundry detergent. No, we don't intermittent fast. Nah, we be eating. Outdoors Dreadhead, what up? Max, love the shirt. Oh, thank you, thank you. This is a brand that I like because their mediums fit me. There's actually a store. They have a store in Boulder that I can take the bus and then walk to. So next time I go to buy some shirts, I'm probably gonna go there. But their mediums fit me the way I like them. So that's why I wear this brand. Even though it's kind of a like skater brand or one of them type of, but I like their mediums. Yeah, Josh. Sometimes you realize, I might need to set it down for a while. You know. And yeah, I think dating is easier when you're stable. 45 years old, Dreadhead, moved into a bus starter YouTube channel. Let's go. Let's go. Check out Outdoors Dreadhead. Let's go. Oh, you can use baking soda and white vinegar for laundry? So I just dump that in the machine? Ooh, I build my love nest. Uh, I tell you, I don't really be in them streets like that. Like, I don't know. But maybe if I get stable, maybe my libido will come back. Who knows? Um, Electronic travel for 25 years. Now you moved to Detroit on a paid full duplex, cost you 10 grand. Nice, nice. Where you headed first, Dreadhead, when you hit the road? Yeah, Vita, I totally think walking is enough, But I'm like, I might want to, I think I want a little more definition in my arms, stuff like that. Little stuff, vain ego stuff. It's not about the health. I just kind of want to, be able to go to the same dentist. I had a dentist appointment for next month. Um, I was just walking downtown and I saw the place and I was like, this looks like a good place. Um, you couldn't find the prices online, right? So that should have let me know. So I made an appointment online. So I called I did that last week. And I was like, let me call them. Two reasons. I wanted to know the prices because I'm self-paying. And every time I go to a new dentist and I say, I just want my teeth clean, they always say, oh, we can't just do that. We have to get a full set of x-rays. You do a consultation and then you come back and do the cleaning. But we'll give you an introductory patient price for all of that. So when I called, since I know the game, I was like, hey, first I asked the price, and it was more than I wanted to pay anyway. And then I was like, because she was like, oh, it's like 495 for the full set of X-rays, blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh, that's what I was calling because I was like, I don't want all that. I just want my teeth cleaned. And she was like, have you had a set of X-rays in the past 12 months? And I was like, no, because it's been a minute. It's been a minute. She's like, well, if you had a set of X-rays in the past 12 months, we could call and get the X-rays sent over. But since you haven't, we have to do X-rays. So you and everybody up at the office, I'm sure, a lot of schooling, went to school all these years to be dentists, dental hygienists, all these good dental folk up there. There's nobody up there who can just clean my teeth without seeing X-rays. So me opening my mouth and you looking at them after your 4 years of schooling to be a dentist, you couldn't figure out how to clean them. But if I take X-rays, then suddenly you'll know how to clean my teeth because you have to have the X-rays or you cannot clean my teeth. So I was like, you know what? Cancel the appointment. And I could tell a lot of people must do that because she was like, okay, she was kind of snarky. She was like, okay, I'll cancel it. But I'm like, bro, like, stop, stop. This is I tell you, the dentist. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, 495 is crazy work. Um, I should have known downtown Denver, but it looked decent. It didn't look like a dentist office that would be that expensive. That's why I was like, yeah. But see, once again, I should have known. But That's another reason I kind of want to get a home base is like I want to have a set dentist that like I can. That's the thing. Like if I find a home base, I don't mind doing that at a dentist that I'm gonna keep going to. But like this dentist, I was just gonna go one time for cleaning. So I'm like, I'm not gonna play your little game and pay half a stack, and you're never gonna see me again. So I'm like, if I can get a home base, I can get my set doctor, my set dentist. You know what I mean? So like that's some of the things that like you don't think about when you start traveling that you learn when you're traveling. You know what I mean? It's like that's something that comes with it. But we're gonna figure it out. But yeah, so you're not getting my little money. I'll just go down to Mexico. Like the fact, I'll just go to what's the city everybody goes to in Mexico for their dental work? Don't play with me. I'll just go down to Mexico. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. No, no, no. The internet says they do that to ensure the health of your jaw and teeth roots. I just need them cleaned, or they don't hurt you on accident. This is what I'm saying. So they like, I guess technically there could be some stuff wrong with your teeth that like they could see in an X-ray that they couldn't see just looking at. But is that really gonna happen while you're cleaning? And it'd be very simple for them to say, "Hey, since we don't have X-rays on file, you have to sign this paper that says if there is some issue with your teeth, whatever, whatever, that we can't see with the naked eye, we're not accountable. You've waived the right to have the X-ray and for us to see everything. Just, we'll clean them, but that'd be very simple, very simple. Yeah, Jack. I mean, that's like I said. You said Southeast Asia. There's Mexico. Like it's there's I'm that is one thing I want to learn is that like medical tourism. So because yeah, they 495 is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like nah, got a cleaning for 60 in Mexico a month ago. See, Nick dropping the knowledge. Yeah, James. That in 2020, I did that. I went and I had a dentist in Montana that I really liked. I went on Google and left with them a good review. Like I never do that. They were like legit. Like I like them, which they read it because the next time I came in there, they were like, "Oh, Mr. Ward, we appreciate the review." I was like, I didn't know y'all was gonna see it. Like it was good, it was good, but like, you know, it helped that I don't know all their customer base, but I'm pretty sure they might have only had like one or two other black clients. So it was pretty easy when they're going through the reviews to know it was me. Super nice people. I loved it. But yeah, because it's the same thing I'm gonna have to do now. When I find my home base, find a good dentist nearby, and I'm gonna have to go in and just start over. And yeah, out in 2020, I spent a lot of my stimulus money went to the dentist because it was like, all right, you gotta get this done, the deep clean, the blah 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 blah. And like I don't mind doing it. But once again, I start traveling again. I didn't keep up on it. So this time I need to keep up on it. Like do it, get right, and then keep up with it. But I'm like, I just want to start off with the cleaning first. Then we can do all the other stuff. Or like if I know I'm gonna be living here at least a year, I don't mind getting the extra. I don't want to pay 495, but like I don't mind getting the X-rays and getting started if I'm gonna be here. But like I'm not just gonna go some random dentist I'm never gonna see again for them to get an X-ray. Like stop, stop. Mexico's dirt cheap. Cuba's free. They do your teeth for free in Cuba. You get to keep them all. Wait, what? My experience with car dealerships and sales. I worked for a buy here, pay here lot years and years and years ago. That was owned by the major Ford dealership in town. So, but I was just the detailer. It was the manager, who's a friend of mine, the salesman who was like my best friend, me, the detailer, and then there was an accountant in the back. It was a little four-person operation, but it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Logan got that Medicaid and go to the dentist. Nice. Yeah, man, that self-pay be, whew, I think Jordan, salesmen and salespeople, saleswomen, like any other profession, you got some good ones, you got some bad ones. I think there's some people who genuinely want to sell you a decent car and try to, and there's sales people who don't care. You know, local dentist schools will practice on you. I think I'll go to Mexico. Have I heard of oiling pulling? I don't know what that means. That has something to do with your teeth? Oh, it's oil pulling is a mouthwash type. Oh, I don't. It's still sounding sus. I don't know. What do you do for your teeth? The oiling pulling method. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna figure out the best place in the world. I'm gonna figure out the cheapest place to go to get the best dental work. I'm figure it out. I'm figured out. Which I mean, it's easier these days. Like if someone doesn't like dealing with sales people, they can just buy the car online. You don't have to deal with nobody. I was looking to buy a car from Carvana. You don't have to talk to anybody until they drop it off. The whole process is online. So like, if you don't want to deal with salespeople, like just go do it online. Yeah, a couple people mentioned dental school. I think I'll have a seasoned professional do it. Once again, it's I'm not trying to pay exorbitant amounts, but I don't mind paying a decent amount to get a quality job done. I'm not saying the dental students won't, but why risk it? I like a dentist been doing it for about 5 years at least minimums. You know, it's not like beauty school. They mess your hair up, they just redo it. They mess it, you know what I mean? But like, you know what I mean? It ain't, we chilling. You know, currently, you know, I ain't trying to pay through the nose, but like, I'll pay. Like I said, 2020, I spent. We put some money up, and I'm kicking myself for not keeping up with it. But we're gonna get back to it. Oh, you wash your mouth out using coconut oil. That's called pulling. Why isn't it just called washing your mouth with coconut oil? I'm confused. I'm confused. Avery, I was going back to Portland 2 days ago, but I decided against it. So I don't know. I don't know now. I'm sure I'll end up there again. I like Portland, but I was thinking about trying to find a home base there, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't have any friends in Portland, so that's a big con. There's a lot of pros, but yeah, there's that's a big con for me. Not having any friends in the area, so it just wasn't working out to go. I'd already bought my plane ticket, everything, but it just wasn't working out to go. So I didn't go. Portland didn't seem to me when I was there early this year. It didn't seem that much more expensive than most places. I guess it depends on what you're basing it off of. Um, Amazon sells Hyundais. I don't know why that's. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna trip out if I can buy a Hyundai on Amazon. Hold on. How you spell Hyundai? Wait, you're Hyundai cars. Uh-oh. Yeah. You can buy Hyundai. I wish it would focus. You can buy Hyundai. It won't focus. You can buy Hyundai on Amazon. 53,000. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. I wonder, can you put it in your shopping cart? Begin purchase. Oh, damn. You can buy a Hyundai on Amazon. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow, I did not know that. I did not know that. Hey, thanks, Artie Jerry. Why do I feel like there's something hanging down? Not Ricky. I don't have a type. There are certain types that I find really attractive. You know what I mean. But I don't have a type. Um, and it's just like certain, for me, it's more like certain facial features behave in certain ways or look, and I'm really like, yeah, it's more features than type to me. So yeah, I don't really have a type. Um, you know, if she fine, she fine. Like I don't spend a lot of time. Oh, that's my type. Let me look for it. No, it's just like she fine, she fine. But I do realize sometimes I'll be like, oh, if somebody has that like I find that very attractive. But like, no, I wouldn't say I have a type. Nah. Yeah, that's crazy. What up, midlife anti-crisis? Yeah, you can buy a Hyundai on Amazon. That's crazy. Oh, oil pulling with coconut oil is one of the best practices for oral hygiene. Keeps bacteria away and whitens teeth, among other things. So you just rinse your mouth out. I'm gonna Google this. I'm gonna read this after the thing. Thank y'all. I'm learning. Ancient Ayurvedic medicine, pushing edible all around the mouth, spitting it out. I don't know, coconut seeds. Oh, you can juice sesame or sunflower. The ADA doesn't recommend oil pulling because there aren't reliable scientific studies that it shows it improves oral health. Of course, they're not going to approve it. That makes me want to do it. Now that the ADA doesn't approve it, I'm probably going to do it. I'm probably going to do it. The American Dental Association. Is she fine? She fine. Yeah, I don't pigeonhole myself. Some kid ordered a Hyundai with her parents' Amazon facts. I had this discussion a few years back at work because a friend of mine was like, she had ordered some stuff and she was like, yeah, I just did it under my husband's Amazon account. I'm like, you got access to his Amazon account? And she's like, yeah. And everybody else, they were all women, were like, yeah, obviously. I'm like, no, no. I promise you, I don't care how long we're dating. She's not going to be able to log into my Amazon account and buy stuff without ad. No. Now, she probably wouldn't, but like, no, you're not getting my, no, no. Am I weird? Am I weird? Is it normal for couples to have access to each other's Amazon? I'm like, if you want something, buy it on your account. Why would you ever need my account? The only reason you would need my account is if you try to use my money and you not like, if it's that, ask me. Hey, I got no money, but I want this Hyundai off Amazon. You know what I mean? Can you, cool. Like, why would you ever need unrestricted access to my Amazon account? Unless you're trying to sneak and buy some stuff with my money. Like, I was like, huh? They looked at me like I was crazy. Everybody was like, obviously. I'm like, no, 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 no. And they're like, well, that's because you're not married. I'm like, trust me. A, I'm never going to be married. But if I was, I'm not gonna have access to her Amazon account. She's not gonna have access to mine. Like, what? I'm not gonna have access to her phone. She's not gonna have access to mine. Like, why would we? That's hers. I don't want. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. What do y'all think? What you got to jog it? Oh, now we're getting sus. Nah, see, yeah, if I'm married, I'm logging out. Like now, my stuff, it's just me. So if I want to leave stuff logged in, cool. I typically don't because I'll be traveling. So you know what I mean. But yeah, if I know somebody else gonna be on my devices, nah. Well, I mean, I can leave it logged in on the device. They're not gonna have access to my device. Every time I'm not on the computer, I'm gonna log out. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. No, ain't nothing weird in my purchase history. Girl, man. One prime payment. Yeah, Josh, a lot of people do consider if you're married, it's shared money. I'm a big believer in your money, my money, shared money. So if we have a shared Amazon account that's coming out of the bank account with our money in it, but like you still got your money, I still got my money. And then we got shared money that we pay the bills with. No. Did I didn't get up and go to work at that job I hate that you went and worked at. So you get to keep your money because you did that. You didn't sit it down here and live stream for 2 hours and 56 minutes. So you don't get to keep my money. Maybe that's why I'm single. I don't know. I just don't. I don't, like I said, I respect her privacy. I don't want her codes and money and none of that. That's her. Like, I've never in my adult life tried to go through a woman's phone that I was dating. I might have drunk done it to some chick I just met. I can't say never, but someone I was dating, I never. I don't care. Nah, you're not putting no tracking app on my phone. None of that stuff. Nah. What if she has no income, looks after children? Well, then I break. If I'm the only breadwinner, then I break her off her money after I get paid. Every whenever I get paid, a portion of the money, probably like half, because she gonna need it. If she's taking care of the kids and all that, well then like we'll have discussed. Boom, all that's yours. Once you get it, I can't touch it no more. But this over here is mine. Like I don't, you know, and that's not trying to, it's just because what if I need to make a purchase and she didn't already spent my money? No, no. No, see, I disagree with that. Said if money is a discussion in a relationship, it's doomed from the start. I think it's the opposite. I think money needs to be a discussion at the start. There's nothing wrong with money. There's nothing wrong with talking about money. Like most people, I think, just have, once again, prime example right here. If I went into a relationship and we never talked about it, she might just assume everything's one. I assume everything's separate. We're going to have a problem down the line. But if we discuss it and say, hey, what are your expectations for like our bank accounts, how we pay the bills, boom, 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 then it's not a problem. So I think you need to discuss money, but I think a lot of times people don't because they, for whatever reason. But nah, I think discussing money at the start of the relationship is the best way to like avoid having money problems down the line because like I don't have to guess. I know, So I think it's the exact opposite. Like you got to talk about it. It's a big deal, you know. You can't just expect money to work itself out between two people. Savannah, nice. 2025 is a year you go for all the things you put off. Nice. If I go on a dinner date with a baddie, and at the end she says, "Can you buy some food for her to take home to her kids?" It depends on how many kids she got. I'm gonna be like, we can swing by the Wendy's. If it's a nice place, we can swing by the Wendy's. These kids don't need. I was trying to think of a nice restaurant. I don't know any. Nah, I can be like, we can swing by the Mickey D's. We can dollar menu it up, but nah, they don't need Ruth Chris. Uh, hey, shout out to Ruth for getting a good grade on the math test. Shout out to you, Ruth. That's awesome. That's awesome. Getting them good grades. Glad to hear that. Shout out to Ruth. We here. Smart people, intelligence in the chat. Let's go. I got horrible grades in math, so I'm low key hating. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm messing with you. I did get bad grades in math. Yeah, I sucked at math. Hey, see you later, James B. Hey, Street Family. That's awesome. That's awesome. Glad to hear about your financial abundance. Let's go. Mickey D's is expensive now. Ah. It's cool, it's great. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now I will admit, with the restaurant situation, there might be a part of me, depending on how cool we are, who's like, you couldn't have told me this before. That might be my only gripe. It's like if beforehand she was like, oh, by the way, I can go out to dinner, but like I'm gonna have to bring something home for the kids. I might be like, all right, cool, we can stop. But still, we going by Wendy's. But I might be like, oh, it's cool, I don't mind grabbing them something. But like once we just sat down and had a good dinner, and you had three courses, an appetizer, an entree, and you got dessert, I, I may not have enough left for the kids. You know, I might be like, well, so you got to tell me beforehand. You know, you got to say something beforehand. Have you ever seen women who legit look for guys for their money? I have. Like gold diggers exist, but every woman's not a gold digger. This narrative we have now that like, I had a comment from a guy the other day, and these are the type of guys that I like to put this message out for, because I think you mentioned something about lowering standards or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, I'm just a regular guy. I'm not all that good looking. I don't make a ton of money, so like, we've put the ideal out there that every woman wants a man with money, and so guys who just make average money feel like they have to like either are going to be single or just put up with anything." And I'm like, no, there are average women looking for average guys. I know a lot of women who don't care about money like that. They're like, I almost don't want a man with money because it's different. You know what I mean? This narrative that like all women only care about money annoys me, because I'm like, bro, if you look at let's just take marriage. If you look at the marriage numbers, how many? Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Uh, how many marriages? U.S. 2023. Searching, searching. There were 2,053,000 weddings in the United States in 2023. So you mean to tell me that of all, well, and we got to factor in some of them are same-sex marriages. Let's just say 1,000,005. You think all 1.5 million of those marriages were women to rich men? You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. All of the marriages were women to rich men. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't. I don't understand it. Are there gold diggers? Yes, but I feel like they're a lot few and far between than we think. Yeah, now Clarissa, if she on that type, if she on that type time, which some people are, hey, respect. And that's the thing too. Like the women and men who are all about money, I can't judge it. That's what they want. Like they don't have to want a meaningful relationship filled with laughter and happiness like I do. They can be like, I just want the coins. That's fine too. Just be honest, because then I know not to even look your way. Yeah, most people are average, and most people want something compatible to them because that's when you feel secure. You know what I mean? If you're just like an average person, like most of us are, you just want an average person that like you vibe with, that you're attracted to. You don't need, if I'm a six, I don't need a 10. It might be cool to think about. You might fantasize about it, but you like, I'm a six. I kind of want to settle with the six and a half or a seven, maybe a 5.5. Because then I feel a lot more secure. Because if I'm a six and I get with a 10, I'm always going to wonder why is she with me? Why is he with me? I'm not going to be secure. Just give me somebody decent. You know what I mean? Oh, don't get me started on. I mean, if you want to have a wedding, I can't blame you. You know, to me, it seems like a unnecessary expense. But if that's what you've always wanted, go for it. You got the money for it, go for it. Amari, what up? Yeah, I just think we listen to other people tell us what other people want instead of like asking the people in our lives what they want. Like I literally, I was at Big Sky when I did it. I went around and asked all the women that I was close with who were married and in relationships, like what attracted them to their mates. I was curious, and none of them said money. You know what I mean? Like, just hey, what attracted you to your husband? What was the thing that made you be like, okay, like this is just try that before dudes try that, especially young guys. Try that at your school or whatever, at your job. Ask the women, hey, what is like the most attractive feature to you in a man? Like, what is it that attracted you to your mate? What are you looking for in a man? You ladies, same. Ask, please ask us. Please, we don't never get to talk about this type of stuff to women. We sit around the internet, talk to other dudes. But like, ladies, ask. We don't ask. We just hear people say something and suddenly it's gospel. Well, so and so said this is what women want, so I better, like, bro, stop. Ask people, you know, you know. I don't know. I just y'all know me. When I hear narratives that like people are promoting that they don't have to prove, I get annoyed. And then when everyone starts believing it, I'm like, where's the proof? Where's the statistics? Where are the numbers? Y'all just saying it, people believing it, you know. Oh, garden girl, that might even be better. So don't ask one what they want. Watch what they do if you want results. I would say a mixture of the two. I'd say a mixture of the two because this just me. Like I would want a woman to ask me, like, what are you looking for in a woman? I enjoy that question. Makes me feel seen, feel heard. I get to talk about it. It's a dialogue. Because here's the thing: just watching me, won't a woman won't know what I want. How's she gonna know what I want just watching me? And also watching my actions might not always be, say a woman at work watched me. I'm going to see what Tim wants in a woman. She might see me go out with women that I'm just going out with. And we both know that it's just a go out, hang out thing. I'm at a seasonal job. I'm there 3 months. Here's somebody, boom, boom, boom. Let's hang out. Let's have a little situationship while we're here. That may not be what I want in a long term partner. It might just be who I'm hanging out with this month, and vice versa. She might not be attracted to me long term, but it might we just having a little thing. So if someone's just watching me, they might be like, "Oh, that's what Tim likes." But if she asked me, I can be like, "Oh no, this one's attractive, but this is not what I'm ultimately looking for." I can tell you what I'm ultimately looking for. So I think sometimes our action, excuse me, can be misconstrued. Whereas if you ask me and I'm an honest person, then I can tell you, you know. So maybe a mixture of both. Yeah. How do guys want to know when a girl's flirting with us? I don't know. I don't know. I never get flirted with. So I'm joking. I'm joking. It can be tough. It can be tough. I feel like sometimes we think women are flirting when they're not, and sometimes they are, and we don't. I don't. I mean, it comes down to like also how good is the person at flirting? Like if someone's bad at flirting, you're probably not gonna know. That's why another reason I'm like, just walk up and say something. Yo, Tim, you want to grab something to eat, just me and you later? Okay. I'm not okay. She probably feeling the kid. Okay. You got to just, I'm slow. You got to tell me, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all this, like literally, this is how I am. This, don't tell them this story. Don't tell them this. I'm gonna tell this story. I'm telling this story. Um, I'm the type because I'm so just like, I don't want you thinking with me it's all about sex or boom, boom, boom. I'm the type that like literally will be in the living room chilling on two separate couches. And women have actually had to say, like, are you gonna come over here and do something with me or not? After about an hour of her being on that couch and me being on that one, she's like, you gonna come over here and kiss me or not? You gonna come over like what are we doing here? Like, I'm that dude. You have to like spell it out. Cause I'm chilling. I'm good either way. I'm enjoying your company. But like if you trying to get it there, you might have to, depending on the mood I'm in, be like, this thing ain't gonna please itself. Like you may have to tell the kid. You know what I mean? Like I'm that guy. So yeah, if you trying to flirt, you better let the kid know you flirting because you know, um, oh Ozzy, sorry to hear you got to let go. Um, hey, and like the title says, 2025. That being let go might be the thing that leads to something in the coming year that does something amazing for you. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Kimberly says, "Why don't men initiate anymore?" Well, yeah, I don't know because we nervous we won't get called a creep if we initiate. You know what I mean? Hey, how you doing, ma'am? Just wanted to say, don't talk to me, you perv. You verbally assaulted me. It's different now. You know what I mean? Like you know, I think more men would approach women if they knew like they were just going to be seen as a regular guy approaching a woman and not as like bothering her. You know what I mean? Like if men thought like, hey, she'll probably appreciate this, or she's not interested, it'll make her, but not, mm, yeah, there's a lot of thank you, Savannah. So it's just not me saying this. I just think there's active. It's different nowadays. It's. I know as a man, sometimes you can feel like anything you're perceived. You have to prove you're not a creep these days. Almost, if she's not into you, you're a creep. Like you have to prove lack of creepiness, lack of perviness. Because for a lot of women, you're a man, it's bad off the rip, and you got to prove you're not one of the bad ones. So it's just like, why am I going to even put myself in this situation in public to approach a woman and her possibly come at me like that? She cute, she ain't that cute. Yeah, I mean, like, or even she is, I'm not dealing with it. Like, it's easy. I'll just go get on the apps. You know what I mean? Um, or wait until I meet someone that we've interacted enough at work or something where I know. Cause like I'm not dealing with all that. If I'm a wingman, how am I gonna advise a homeboy to approach a group of baddies? I'm gonna tell him not to approach the group. Now, keep in mind, this is my introverted, low self-esteem advice. But I'm gonna be like, bro, if you go up when she's clicked up like that, one of them is gonna be hating because you didn't approach her. Wait till they splinter off a little bit, maybe, possibly, or until we get, a group of us. But if it's you versus five, 1v5, two of them girls gonna have something slick to say because you didn't come up to them. Wait until the numbers are a little better, then walk up and just talk. But yeah, you going up one, nah, you gonna get shut out. Oh, Scott found you somebody cool on Bumble. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Fall back on humor. Okay. Yeah, if you can make like one of the things I enjoy most, like if you can make a woman you're attracted to like really genuinely laugh, like, and transversely, nothing almost is more like if a woman genuinely like makes me like laugh out loud, laugh, bro, like that's so hot. Like if she says something, I'm like, that's I'm telling you like that's hot, like that's hot, you know that's a keeper. All those gems. Thank you. Says you seem like a really cool down to earth guy, not flirting. Just, dang it, thought I had one. Thought I was in there. No, I'm messing with you. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. I try to be like I don't. I just be chilling. Will I ever do a stream on dating? I mean, you see the dating stuff I do, Praveen. Uh, you know, I don't really date much, so most of my stuff is about like not dating. Actually, I think. Oh, we can't say baddies no more. We can't say baddies. I respect that. I respect that. I won't. I'll try to. I'm trying not to say it in the chat if it's creepy to you. But once see, that's an example. Dudes, we say it as a compliment. The music I listen to, the women use it. You know what I mean? They use it. I'm a baddie. So it wouldn't occur to me that someone might think that was cringe. Sexy Red says it on them, Rella G's, they all them. I don't know. The baddies I know say baddie, say they're baddie. See, this is a perfect example. What we call them in the early 2000s? We you know I feel like one of the things I've had to work on, the words we use in the 90s aren't acceptable at all now. And I'm like, we didn't mean nothing by it. That's just the word you use. Yeah, no. So it's hard to know. See, this is where I understand white people's pain. Because maybe not so much in recent years, but black folk, we used to just switch up with the words we liked. We'd be like, oh, you can't call us that no more. That's wrong. You can't call us that. Like, there's the one big word you can't. Like there was words that you could say, And then we'd be like, "Nah, you can't use that one." And then like 10 years later, we'd be like, "That's wrong. That's racist. You can't use that one." Nope, this is what you got. And I know white people's like, "I can't keep up. I'm not racist. I'm just trying to refer to you in the manner, send out an email. Hit me on my BlackBerry. Let me know what the word is." We've kind of calmed down with that. But like I see times like this, I see where like it's like I'm not trying to be offensive. I just don't know the right word. I'm trying to tell you you're a beautiful woman. Is that offensive? Can't say female. That's offensive. Like it's, some days you don't know. But I think that's just the world. Dime piece. That's a good one. I think that's just the world we live in now that like, every group has their don't call me that. Um, you know, yeah. Yeah, it's the females one people say a lot. I've had people say this to me a lot. It's like, don't call women females. I'm like, but we call men males. Men don't care. You can call us anything. Um, we're just happy you talking about us. But yeah, I'm like, so that's one I refuse to budge on, respectfully. I refuse to budge on that one because, like, I mean, like, that's just nature. I'm not gonna not use a word that, like, obviously refers to the group of people I'm talking about, like, in the dictionary. So, but I've had people say that before. But like, don't say female, say woman. I'm like, I can't censor myself. I say women mainly, but like every now and then I might be like, like there's you have to have a line. There's be a line. You know, you just can't take every word out of your vocabulary. Respectfully, you know. Hey, Greg, 2025 is going to be better. Yes, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And sorry to hear about the things you went through in 2024. Um, can't imagine 2025 has to be better. You know, has to be better. So let's get it. Couple more weeks. Yeah, to some people, you compliment them, they insult. Yeah, yeah, that's how I keep it. That's a good point, Guard. I'm not gonna repeat that because I'm not trying to get trouble. But it's just like it's funny. Words are it's intent. Like there's no set word you can say to me that offends me. I just don't care. It's intent. So if you there's words that like a friend of mine can say whatever, but like if you say it and I know your intent, that's what I have an issue with. It's about intent with me. So like there's nothing you can just blanketly say I'm gonna be offended by. But then there's other stuff that like people could say it all day around me, but you put them same words together and I know your intent. I have an issue with that. Even then you got free will, you're intent. You know what I mean? So like it's not about the word for me. It's about the intent. Like, are you trying to offend me? Then we have an issue because, like, why are you trying to offend me? Get out my face. But like, especially if I know someone's using, like, well, I'm gonna be offended if I know you're addressing me respectfully. I'm gonna be like, oh, you can't use that word. Like, what's that? Come on. I get, I try to. On the flip side of the coin, I try to be sensitive to other people's words. But like, yeah, for me, like, I don't care, bro. Like, it's intent. You know what I mean? I don't. I don't. I don't go around telling groups of people what they can and can't say, respectfully. Um, but we're all different. Hey, John, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Super Chat Squad, thank you, thank you, thank you. So bring back the '90s. People too sensitive nowadays. But here's the thing: everything goes to balance. So I think our sensitivities are out of whack now. They'll get corrected. Yeah, they'll get corrected. It'll balance out. I think we're and in our zeal to respect one another. I think especially groups that got very little respect in the past. I think we've overcorrected on the sensitivity, but it will balance out over time. I think. Hey, Life of Blossom, what up? Just found the page, clicked on the live. Let's go. And we talking about craziness. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not always about these topics. Boy, the numbers going down. We get into these deep topics. The numbers, and we've been going for almost 3.5 hours. But the numbers going down. You start talking real. Start talking real. People can't take it. Okay, I respect that, Mecca. The term woman refers specifically to human beings, while female could refer to any species. But it does refer to humans too. So scientifically, by the directions, by the definition, excuse me, it refers to human beings. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, just like it just seems weird to me that like, oh, this word doesn't just it does refer to me, but not just me, so don't use it. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't see how that can be offended if you're like, oh, it definitely, by the scientific definition, refers to me, but it also can refer to something else. So don't use it about. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Respectfully. Oh, it's the way people use people. Well, see, that's the thing. I can't. I use it respectfully. So yeah, like if you've had lots of men say female derogatorily towards you, I can see you having a problem with it. But like if I'm a man who doesn't use it in that way, it's weird to me. Like I don't get like you know what I mean? I don't see it because I'm like I don't use it that way. So I think that's part of it sometimes too is like, and once again, if I know someone doesn't like me to use a certain word, a certain term, I won't. For example, I call everybody bruh. Everybody's bruh. Men, women, everybody bruh. Old ladies, hey, bro, can you pick that walker up, get across that street? Bro, you need me holding groceries? No. Like everybody's bro. But I do have some women friends. I was about to say female friends. I do have some friends that are women who don't like it. So when I'm talking to them, I switch it up. Even though sis sounds horrible to me. Ugh, bruh is much more. But I'll be like, bruh, and use their name because of them is weird. But I'm like, to me, is regular. Thank you for being Super Chat Squad. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for being. So life is really good when you keep yourself busy and stay out of unnecessary trouble and drama. Facts. Facts. Thank you, Praveen. Thank you so much for the continued support. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Praveen. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, yeah, oh man, we hit the 80,000. We here. We here. Should you lie about your past if it's shameful? Me personally, I wouldn't. Like you don't have to tell everybody, but yeah, I feel like I would be selling myself short if I lied about anything about myself. You know what I mean? I think that one of the best ways to get confident about yourself is to be honest about yourself. This is what I used to do. This is what I was into. I'm not no more. Like I feel like that's adult behavior. Like that's advancement. That because like you lying about it. There's no confidence in it. There's no uplifting. There's no empowering yourself if you're hiding and lying. Like not saying it, it's fine. You know, if you don't have to tell all your business to everybody, but if you telling your business but lying, that's not because now you're gonna have to lie about that. It's gonna be an endless cycle if you try to fix your life by lying about it. But you can leave all that behind by being honest about it. If you're lying about it, it's still, but you know what I mean? It's still in the mix. Because now you got to remember, oh, I lied about that, so let me make sure to lie about that. You still dwelling on that. It's still a part of you. If you just honest about it, yeah, when I was in my past, I used to do this. Then it's not a factor anymore. You know what I mean? Because like you can move on. But as long as you lying about it and allowing that shameful past to influence your present and make you behave in a still shameful manner, then it still got you. Not to mention, everybody's got some stuff, bro, sis. Everybody's got some stuff. So, it's funny, and I've had this happen before. I've been talking with somebody, We get deep. I tell one of my stories that I think is just horrible, thinking that like they just had this clean, pristine past. They hit me with an even worse, you know? Yeah, you ever like, man, you meet somebody and y'all talking, he's like, man, I'm gonna tell her one of my worst stories just to make, if I'm gonna scare her away, this one's gonna do it. You tell her one of your bad stories and she hits you with something like three times worse. you ever, you ever had that happen? Like you like, damn, I thought I was the problem child in this relationship, this friendship. You know what I mean? So like everybody has their stuff. And I think one of the best bonding experiences with other humans is when we're vulnerable and we share what we've kind of been through. Because not only does it like help us move on from it, but I promise you, half the time when you telling your truth, you make somebody else feel so much better because they thought they were the only one. They may not say nothing. They may not never tell you, but I promise you, the internet has taught me this. All those people you think lives were so together and they never did so and so, whatever, and they might not have done what you did, they got their stuff. And you being honest about your stuff helps them to realize, oh, I'm not a monster. Both of y'all sitting here thinking y'all monsters. And if you sugarcoat and you lie about it, you both leave thinking y'all were monsters. One person be honest about it, both of y'all can possibly get to a place where like, dang, I'm not the horrible person I was because I did that in the past. And they might be sitting over there and be like, dang, I'm not the horrible person I thought I was. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, I definitely wouldn't. Me personally, I try to never lie. If I'm not ashamed of it, I just don't talk about it. But I'm never gonna lie, about who I am, what I've, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm trying to uplift, empower myself. I can be honest about who I've been and who I am now, and that's fine. You know what I mean? I haven't done anything that a human can't do. It's human behavior. We all got our stuff. What up, going? What up, Wally? Yeah, your honesty might heal somebody else. You're right, Vita. Yeah, you're trying to have like a real authentic relationship, but we hiding stuff. We sugarcoating it. Now, some of the deeper stuff we gotta really know each other before I tell you that. Because I don't want you just out here spread my business around if you're not authentic. So I need to get to a place where like I trust you before I really tell all my stuff, you know. But like I'm not gonna lie about nothing. Like now, if I tell you, it's gonna be truth. TRUF. It's gonna be truth. Oh, Life of Blossom. Nice to meet you. You're 6'1". You don't know if you can fit in your SUV. Have you tried it? Have you tried it? Laid them seats down. I don't know. I'm 6'4", and I could sleep in my Prius. So you never know. Yeah, sometimes you gotta hit people with that truth. Ain't a T or a H, ain't a H in it. I'm having fun tonight. I appreciate y'all being here with me. I'm having fun tonight. Yeah, Life of Blossom. You may have to sleep, diagonals. May have to, feet under the steering wheel, head in the other side. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like some cars are longer than you think. You know, like I said, I could fit in my Prius, and I'm 6'4". So, what up, Max? Yeah, I'm tall. I'm a lot taller and a lot skinnier than I think comes off on camera, and that's by design. The skinnier part. I'd be trying to, you know. But yeah, whenever people see me, they're like, "Oh, you're taller and skinnier than I thought." I'm like, "You could have left it at taller. You could have left it at taller." But I already know people are going to say it, so I just wait for it. I wait for it. Six for them. I tell y'all the myth about I won't say it's a myth, but like the idea that like if you're tall, women just fall all over you. That has not been the truth in my existence. I've never had insecurities about my height, but definitely my weight. Yeah, I'm trying to pick up 10 pounds. I'm trying to pick up like 10, 15 pounds. But yeah, all my life I've been insecure about my weight. Yeah, yeah. So that's one of my biggest ones. Probably my biggest one would be my weight. Yeah. To this day, I look in the mirror and be like, ugh, bruh. Mm. Hey, see you later, Praveen. I appreciate you being part of the stream. Thank you. I'm about to wrap it up here probably in a couple minutes, unless we get to talking about something else. People always think you were taller. You come across taller. Uh, Man, I'd take 10 of them pounds off of you. Yeah, Blossom. There's a lot of us tallies in here. That's offensive. You can't call us tallies. That's offensive. Um, yeah, a lot of us tall people there. Savannah, you 6 foot? Like right at 6 foot? Okay. I think my last girlfriend was like, I mean, you 5 foot, excuse me. I think my last girlfriend was like 5'1". It's weird, like I don't see height, so it didn't occur to me like how short she was. Like everybody's shorter than me. So you know what I mean? So like I honestly don't see the difference between 5'1" and 5'6" when I look at people. It don't, you know what I mean? Like 5'3" and 5'8", it don't, it's not, I don't, I promise you, I don't see the difference. So she'd be like, "Oh, I'm so much shorter than you." Like she didn't bring it up much, but every now and then she's like, "I'm so short." I'm like, "Are you?" She's like, "I'm like 5'1". I'd be like, I don't see height like that, bro, unless you like 6'7". Then I'm be like, "Damn, that's a tall woman. That's kind of hot." But yeah, I honestly never occurred to me she was whatever shorter than me she was. It's weird. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we've been going for over 3 minutes, 3 minutes and 30 hours. We've been going over 3 hours and 30 minutes. I'm starting to get my words mixed up. I probably got in trouble for some of the words I said I used earlier. The numbers went up, down, up, down. They went back up, they're going back down. We're just gonna call it right there. I appreciate y'all being a part of this live. I appreciate y'all being a part of this community. Big shout out to the new subscribers. Love y'all. Welcome. Stick around for a while. Get to know us. We're really cool people. We got some new content coming up this week that I'm kind of excited about. So stay tuned for that. Thank y'all. Big shout out to the Super Chat Squad. Thank y'all so much for the financial abundance and support. Really helps to keep the motivation going to keep streaming. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later.